Tijuana. This is my boy for tonight's guest. Oh man, I'm excited. Let me get this turned down for a little bit. Woo! What is good, everybody? What's going on? Everyone in the comments. Shout out to all the early birds up in the building. Man, that was brutal. Hurt my lungs a little bit. All right. What's good, everybody? It's your boy MJ up in the building. Welcome to another Trap Talk session here from the Snake Trap Sessions YouTube channel. If you support this channel in any way, please do me a favor. There we go. Do me a favor, please subscribe to the channel. Hit a like or a dislike. I need some sort of reaction from what we're doing here so I can see what I'm doing is either going in the right direction or the wrong direction. Even if you dislike it, I'm still doing it. Don't matter. But yeah, guys, please, I would like your support. Follow me on Instagram, MJ Exotics Cartel, with an A, not an E. And then obviously Unfiltered Reptiles podcast. Tomorrow night's going to be epic. Link in the description below. Okay, guys. But tonight, man, I'm not going to lie. We talk about this guy every fucking goddamn episode. And it's not me. I mean, okay, it's me, but the guest I bring on, we somehow bring this guy up. He's that big of an impact. I'm telling you right now, this guy's no joke. Super excited to have him on. It's an honor. And, you know, half the time me and this guy talking, we're just laughing our ass off. But hopefully we can get some seriousness out of this dude tonight. I'm pretty sure we can. But everybody, welcome my boy, Miguel Garcia from Always Evolving Pythons.
Me.
Did you like the intro?
Me.
Did you like the intro?
Dude, that song, that's one of my favorite songs, man.
I know what you like, bro. Come on now.
I like all those rollouts, man. That music's freaking tight.
Wait, can you turn the volume up on your side a little bit? Is that possible?
How about now?
Okay. Damn.
Was that better?
Yeah. No, actually, yeah, it's a lot better.
Cool.
All right. Before we get started, cheers. I hope everything's safe on your side. So cheers. Got it. All right. All right, guys. So Miguel Garcia in the flesh. Fucking man, I appreciate your time, bro. I mean, I
appreciate your time. Finally letting me be on this thing, man. I thought you weren't gonna ever ask me.
Right, for sure. Fucking. Anyways, we're not gonna go. Listen, before we get started, man, how's everything on your side? Everything's safe. Fucking kids are good.
Dude, everything's good, man. But honestly, man, I'm going a little crazy, brother. Like I was talking to you earlier, man. I'm just always, on the go, and just being stuck here is kind of, I don't know. Like, my anxiety's been up a little higher than usual.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that for everybody. And as much as you want to ignore what's going on, like shit's happening and it sucks. Fuck, man, what can you do? So, but look, at the end of the day, you guys are good. That's all that matters.
Gaining a little weight, but it's all good,
bro. Yeah, it's not. I'm looking at everyone's workout videos on their stories. It's kind of annoying,
bro. Oh my god, dude, every time people tag me on that shit, I'm like, dude, leave me alone. Tag me. Yeah, like tag me on like maybe some shots or some beers, and then I'm down. But seeing everyone's workouts is honestly annoying the hell out of me. Just I used to be into that so long ago, but now it's like I'm working on that perfect dad physique.
It took a virus for people to get their shit together on the workout,
right?
You know what?
Seriously.
You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to set up 10 dabs and do a 10 dab challenge.
Me too. But then I realized that I would have an anxiety attack.
You'd be gone. You'd never come back.
Yeah, so.
You would never come back.
That's true,
dude. So. Thank you for making the Tinley trip something that it shouldn't have been. Obviously,
dude,
that was scary, right? So me and Miguel, obviously, Miguel made my trip fucking one hell of a time. But we there were some.
But before we start, though, it was the most bizarre, epic, random, short trip I have ever been on. Dude, I mean, that's the best way of explaining it.
It was short, but it was so sweet. You know what I mean? Just because you wanted it to be short. You wanted to go back home, but then you're like, dude, I also want to be around all these great people.
Yeah.
For me, like I actually met Miguel's crew is pretty big. You know what I mean? Like there was a couple missing stars. Like I didn't have Royal. I didn't have, Little Harrison there.
Little Harrison.
I haven't met the anorexic guy, fucking Jared, right? The guy who's skinnier than a pole. Right? No,
I mean, if it's opposite day, yes. But boy, let me tell you, that boy is freaking far from.
Fuck,
he's
dude.
Cool. He's good looking though.
Listen,
no, go ahead. I honestly probably would have stayed a lot longer if Carrie wasn't there. Like Carrie just, dude, on Hood, she just, oh my god, drives me insane, bro.
Carrie's fucking. She likes it though. I mean,
bro.
no. No, but she like she like she said she was raised by brothers, right? So she just fucking if she's not getting picked on, she doesn't feel right. She feels like someone needs to be picking.
I don't know. Like that's what I thought, but bro, sometimes she lashes out because she's kind of like she's a little soft. She doesn't put it out there, but she doesn't really like it that much, dude.
Depends how many red fucking wines she's had too. She fucking loves those red wines. She just keeps going.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so what I'm trying to say though, man, I got a good taste of hanging out with the group that Miguel's around. Fucking obviously the leader of this goddamn group, man. Everyone loves being around you, bro. You attract people. You attract really good people, you know, as far as energy wise and stuff like that. But
I attract alcoholics.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If you're talking about fucking Matt Byram and shit, yeah, you're totally right. That guy's fuck. He'll drink anyone under the table, bro. It's depressing. I'm like, Matt. We'll talk about Matt in a minute.
Yeah.
But anyways, the group of people that Miguel brought me around were, man, it brought the energy up. It went from being a really freak out moment to like, wow, okay, like it brought us back to level 1. And remember we had screens everywhere, Donald Trump. Remember, we're just like,
dude,
every time we wanted to get serious about something, we would look and see an update, and we'd be like, oh fuck, and then like,
yeah. I mean, I remember we were at Eric's. Remember, we're doing the live. I mean, not the live, the tour thing.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we got that news about the flights being possibly canceled. And I was like, dude, my anxiety just jumped up.
Dude,
and then right when we got to Brian's, right to the liquor store, started just fucking chugging, dude. And then you started opening beers inside BHB.
Okay, so
and I'm like,
how Miguel sets people up. Okay,
no.
So Miguel's like, yeah, man, we're gonna get a beer. Let's go to liquor store. I didn't know there was a liquor store right next to Barcheck's Reptarium. Okay, so
11 a.m. by the way.
Huh?
11. It was 11 a.m. too.
I was on no sleep. I didn't even know, bro. It felt like I was like in my partying days, just not on drugs. You know, I was on adrenaline and like excitement. So basically, Miguel's like, yeah, you know, I just want to drink too. No, remember we were hungry, wanted to eat super bad.
Oh yeah,
and that just went down the shit.
Never happened.
So then we wanted to drink, and then keep in mind, I've never stepped foot in the Reptarium, never met Lori, never met any bar check in my life yet, right? So, and I'm super just like on edge. She's like, come on, man, we're gonna walk over there. We're walking over their beers, and I'm thinking, hey, we're gonna get there, we're gonna just chill, we're gonna pop a beer, and we're gonna just all, you know, maybe meet and, you know, converse. And so we walk in, and here storms in fucking Lori. Remember the way she walked in? Poof,
yeah, bro.
Oh shit. And she's like, Miguel, you're leaving shit everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, man, this is Lori Barcheck, you know? Like I said, it was kind of like, you know, very powerful, you know, like in a way where it was like, you know, it was attracting. Like I was like,
you could feel her presence powerful. For sure.
Yeah, it's super like, yeah. And then, you know, and then basically when she walks by me, I grab a beer and I go, shh.
And then my eyes just open. I'm like,
the look you gave me, you're like, you're like, no. And I'm like,
here.
I was like, what? And I fucking sat it down. I put it right in front of Miguel. I was like,
yeah.
Anyways,
that was
man,
funny, man.
That okay. That was like, yeah. So that was the start of the the goddamn roller coaster. The freak out. But look, at the end, I'm glad we got home safe, right? Like, so as short as it was, as soon as we got home, you're like, man, when I saw you were home, I was a little jealous because I was like, what if I can't get home tomorrow? Like, I have that time span where anything could happen. But dude, airlines were easy breezy, bro. I got home, no problem.
It was insane, man. But you know, it's just like you said, when you saw me home, you were kind of like, oh man, I wish I was there. But when I had already made it home, I was kind of like, damn, I should have just stayed another day. So it could have gone either way, you know. You're over there, you want to go home. You're down here, you're like, I should have stayed, you know. But it was the kids that really got me just to pretty much come back home, man.
Dude, and honestly, like, I don't have, you know, the closest thing I have to kids, which is pretty close to a lot of people, because, you know,
the llamas.
Alpacas are not.
Oh yeah,
llamas. They're not peasants. They're not peasants. Alpacas are allowed in the house.
Yeah, that's right. Tia Tamara.
Llamas, you put fucking stuff on their back and you yell at them and tell them to go to the next village. That's a llama.
Is that true?
Yes, I promise you. Shit. So,
do you remember the first time I saw you with the alpacas? And I'm like, hey, MJ, do you ever
Talk
and
about
but we weren't too close like, at the time. We were just like getting to know each other. And then you were like you kind of like asked me like, dude, did you really just ask me that shit? And then you straight up fucking messaged Tina, and you're like, dude, just so you know, this is what your husband is fucking asking me. I mean, there's more into depth into this.
We had just had dinner at Mastro's. Our relationship's building. You know, typically a lot of things are too good to be true, right? And I was like, this is really asking me if I, did you ever take your alpacas on dates? And like, what? No, I don't know. What do you mean? No, he was like, no, man. Like, come on, like, And I'm like, no, I don't know.
Dude, that was so funny, man.
That was fucking awesome. Now, I was kind of in the midst of, Instagram having a bunch of weirdos out there at the time. And, they're still out there. There's more under the rock now. But
oh, my God, dude. On Hood, there's a shitload of those, man.
Dude.
Still out there.
All right. So let's talk about that, Miguel. So, okay. Miguel, honestly, I mean, obviously, Miguel, this is no, like, secret to anyone. Everyone knows you took a lot of heat in the beginning coming into this, especially when you started posting like your car shit, right? So you got a lot of heat for that. One hit wonder. You're never going to be anything, fucking in and out, right? So I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm not probably first reach around to give Miguel on the podcast right now. Okay. So one thing I'm super admire about you is the way you take fucking shit from people, bro, because honestly, you don't give people reactions. You do. I mean, okay. When you do, I'm applauding. I'm like, fucking finally. I'm like, thank God, because it takes a lot for you to fucking finally step up and say, yo, you know what? Shut up. Stop hating. But like, dude, you kept quiet a lot, right? So what's your strategy with that? You know what I mean? I feel like it's a really strong tool that you have.
I don't know, dude, like for the most part of it, I don't know. I think just being in the gym industry early on, being around a lot of fake people. I mean, you went in the industry as well. There's so much drama in gyms, But like being in the reptile industry, it was just kind of like, I don't know, man. It just seemed like it was like a bunch of just like jealous, insecure, freaking grown men. And if I was going to give them reaction, that's what they were looking for. But I noticed it was bothering them a lot more. You know what I mean? I think it kind of I got off on just being quiet and me doing me and like getting higher and higher, while they were either still stuck in the bottom or getting lower and lower, yapping their mouths, And it's just that's just the way I went about everything.
And eventually those people ended up just like deteriorating. They fade away. They're fucking gone in the wind.
There was this one person, I swear to God, dude. This guy was, I thought they were like cool friends, man. And I remember they were asking me, he would always tell me, like, oh man, what morph is this? And I wouldn't know. I could even tell what a pastel normal was. And he would always make himself feel better about knowing all these, these genetics on it, And at one point I was like, man, it started getting to me. I was like, dude, this guy really knows what's up. Like, I need to learn a lot. Man, that was full of shit. It was just his insecurities. Dude, all this guy taught. And then he had a buddy that just like completely was just giving him a reach around 24/7, making him sound like the god of like morphs. This guy only lasted about 1 year and 3 months. And now I think he's back at tattooing or some shit like that.
Right on.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was the biggest fucking joke.
Nice run.
And all this talk, and it's like, oh, he made this huge excuse of why he got rid of his shit. But honestly, it wasn't for him. He fucking sucked at it, and that is what it is.
But he fucking probably criticized and judged people while he thought he was Mr. Fucking let me tell you how to run things and shit.
Yeah, criticized everyone, dude. But honestly, that's probably one of like the biggest jokes that I've got to meet growing, getting into this whole industry.
Yeah, so that's fucking crazy. So, dude, what's crazy is I'll let you guys know. So, people who are just hopping in this and they're talking to people and getting mentors and whatnot. I had a guy at one point who I thought was giving me legit time of the day, who fucking told me that when a snake ovulates, they'll still eat, like they'll continue to eat. Like, and I really believe that. So like the first year I thought I had a pregnant snake. So every shed I kept posting 30-day prelay shed.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's fucking sick.
And then I don't know who I talked to. It might've been you, dude. Somebody ended up telling me, no, dude, when they ovulate, they're fucking not eating. Like, and I was just like, I think for almost 8 months, I believed, like, you know what I mean? So I just got misled. And then, this is a guy we know. I'm not going to fucking say him, but he's one of those tool bags under that fucking no count list that's just gone now. He's a part of that group. So
dude, there's so many of those, man. Seriously, that's like, like I feel bad because some of the new people that are getting in, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm a part of this group chat with so and so, and I'm learning this. And I'm just like, damn, man, it sucks, dude, because they're it seems like almost everyone goes through it. It's kind of hard to get someone that's going to be very honest with you from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not in group chats because people know I'll ruin the group chat somehow. There's one motherfucker in there that I'm gonna be like, we'll take it to a serious level.
Yeah, then you're gonna be like, oh, why don't you meet me outside? It's like MJ,
there goes MJ.
There, dude. Actually, I do have to say this though, man. You came a long way, bro. I mean, dude.
I had to. Okay, look. Let's be honest about this. I had fucking some serious anger in the beginning, and I wanted, and then like when they were messing with you, and then like and then they were like coming at. Oh man, it was. I did learn a lot for myself.
Yeah, I remember at first I'm like, dude, MJ, you need to like bring it down a notch, bro. It's like you don't have to fight everyone. Like we could fight with words, but MJ was like,
you're telling me to
legit fight. I'm like, bro, chill out. No one's gonna like you.
You would send me things. You'd be like, yo, fight him.
Okay, that I did. Those guys, I really wanted you to fight.
I was like an unleashed pit bull. I had no control on it. I thought it was okay until because let's be honest, bro. In the beginning, I didn't give a shit about building a following. I really didn't. I didn't care about posting shit. And then when I turned out that like this was turning into more of a lifestyle than just like having a couple snakes, that's when I did want to be a better role model. I wanted to change my shit up for sure. But like I said, because hanging around people like you, and there's a lot of other people out there that I look up to as far as maturity and that got their shit together. But I'm telling you, you're the one, Miguel, because I know a lot of back end stuff that you dealt with in the beginning. And like I said, I remember you telling me stuff, my face would get red, like, yo, what the fuck? And it was just it's name of the game type shit, man. But now look at you, bro. You're fucking, I mean, you've done a lot of work, and the work has been the talking for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, no, for sure, everything.
Man. And then I think that what really hangs heavy on your success is your family. You know what I mean? You got Aubrey, which is your fucking mini me. She's coolest little girl ever, dude. Like this girl's really cool.
Bro.
I met her when she was 10, and I thought she was like already kind of like in her teens because how like she just was like cool. She's just not a little like sissy little girl. You know what I mean?
She could be annoying though. Let me tell you.
Can't be annoying. Ace is my boy though.
Ace is more chill. Ace is just like just chill. Aubrey, she's just Aubrey.
Yeah, man. But good solid family that you have.
Yeah, thank you.
And then not to mention your the Turts. Turts is solid as fuck.
Oh yeah, where's Turtle? Turtle, are you watching? If you are, come in here and say hi.
He was in the comments right now. You have actually a lot of people in the comments, man. A lot of people I typically don't see, but you're here, so.
How come I can't see the comments?
I don't know. Some people really can. I don't know. I can see them. So you have Wiz Constrictors. You have Will from Royal.
Oh, big homie Will, bro. Canadian Reptiles. Yeah, that's another big homie, dude. On Hood, that's a big homie.
514 is in the building as well.
Oh, I felt some negativity. Not you, Turtle. Come here, say hi.
Hi, Turtle. What's good?
Can I read the comments real quick? Oh, let's see.
Yeah, Miguel's gonna read some comments up to you guys real quick.
Where's the shop tail Turtle?
That's my wife. Oh, Lily's in the comments too, Miguel. Just so you know, she's not here to fight.
Where's Lily? Which is Lily?
She's probably doing some cardio or some ab workout.
KB TR Reptiles. What's up, guys? All right, here you go, Turtle. Bye. No, but yeah.
KB's here. TR, big Huggy Bears in the building. So
dude, TR is cool, man. TR's another one that's he's been a good friend, a long friend since the beginning. He's kind of one of the guys, dude. He saw all the ins and outs of the shit that I was getting like raw. I mean, he's one that's been there since he's seen like literally like the ins and outs of stuff.
And he's from the thick of the begining of shit too. Like TR. That's why last year, when I was having a good season and TR was having a good season. That was like I was so happy to see TR killing it. You know what I mean? Like, you could see TR's like me. Like you could see his excitement when he's happy about shit. Like, dude, it's.
Do you remember when he got all those clowns and he had that legit kick? That was like whack. I was like, oh my god, the best high kick ever. Dude.
I don't know what he had, but he had some clutches where he just fucking nailed it.
Bro, it was like 2 like pos heads and he fucking got like 7 like OD clowns. I swear to God. Bro.
And he raised them. He had them for like 4 years.
I'm not trying to make a joke, but it was like
I love TR,
the coolest shit ever because
he held it down.
Dude, he held it down and slapped everybody in the face with that fucking clutch.
And his karate, I saved his karate kick video he put in. Remember when he was like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he did that high kick.
I'm doing something with that. That was too classic. Anytime I'm in a fucking really bad mood, I just watch that, which is fucking almost every day. So
Every minute.
Pissed.
Sorry.
No, but fucking dude, yeah, TR. Shout out to TR, who, you know, obviously, man, I think me and TR, you know, we kind of were motivated when he found out that I was friends with you, he was friends with you, because this is, like I said, early 2017, all the beginning stages. And we kind of grew together. So the cool thing about that, Miguel, is like, dude, you've had so many like great impact on beginning breeders to advanced breeders since you came into the hobby. Like, man, I can't imagine how many people fucking want your attention all the time. Sorry, but
I mean,
like, a lot of people must always fucking ask you for shit or, you know, reach out. And I'm sure it goes on top of your day to day, which is like, you know, I know you're a busy dude, bro, but you know, managing the following and stuff. What's that like?
The following?
Well, I mean, just, you know, following your people you build, because dude, you
honestly,
give time of day, which is awesome. So
it is, but sometimes it is overwhelming. And my problem is I just feel bad because I can't get to everyone's messages, you know. And if I do, then I get like another 15, 20 coming in, and it's like I forget about that one. Then it's like I just think I'm like, damn, I look like such a douchebag, you know. But honestly, it's very how do you say it? It's I don't know, like it's a good feeling, you know. Like I love it, man, and it's just shows, you know, how much people I've, you know, gotten out to, you know, like how much people I've reached. And trust me, I love it, man. It's awesome. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everyone that's, you know, giving me the follow, or, you know, that's helped me get to where I'm at.
Yeah, what's cool is like I see so many people reposting just likes they get from you and just follows, you know what I mean? Like it's really like a huge thing, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know.
You know what's crazy? I was just it was funny. I was just talking to Tina about this. So March 27th, when is that? What's the day? Is it 27th?
26th.
Oh, no, 23rd. Sorry, the 23rd. The 23rd was 3 years exactly of me having social media for like my reptiles, the snakes, and the Instagram and YouTube. Could you believe that? 3 years just
so
now.
It's been 3 years, and
3 years,
and then like your actual. I mean, I feel like everyone's first year of breeding isn't kind of their first full season. It's kind of they're getting their feet wet. So what your full balls of the wall full season, I feel like on a professional scale was 2018.
Yeah, the end of 2018 is where it was like it got really, really like good for me.
Yeah, you stop using your phone for fucking content.
Yeah, dude, 70 vlogs were made from my phone.
Dude, big ones.
70
like
vlogs.
It's two top viewed videos, I think.
Yeah, they were from my phone.
That's what it
That's
shows.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's, man, those are the good old days too, man. Remember?
Dude, you know what's crazy? Speaking of like just doing stuff with your phone, Eric Chambers, bro, did you see his freaking subs and his views?
Hello. I'm not gonna say anything, but
like,
dude, good for him, dude.
Well, remember when we were over there, we were telling them like, "Hey, I'm gonna do the shout out for you. If you don't do this shout out, we don't say you're gonna do a channel, blah blah blah." We were giving them crap about that, bro. Literally, I think he's 1 week in. He has over 18,000 subscribers, and his first vlog has like 53,000 views, and the second's like over 20,000 views. Bro, that's fucking nuts. Ooh,
look, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm so happy for him, but bro, what if we didn't fucking hang out with him that day?
Oh, dude, I know.
I'm just saying, this dude was so okay, guys. Look, shout out to my boy Eric Chambers and his wife Mary, dude. But this motherfucker was in a place where he was very down on himself. He didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. And I had just met Eric. I had just met him, and instantly, you know, he left the Reptarium super down. And I was like fucking sad for him because he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to do. And then I'm like, remember, I was the one that stepped. I was like, why don't you not have a fucking YouTube channel, bro? Like your character, like you're
the personality. He is like
every time he's on the bar, he's on Noah's or fucking Brian's channel. It's like, oh my god, he's like the co-star. Like,
yeah,
it's Eric Chambers, and I don't know what it is, but if there's somebody out there that has a blockage and they don't think they can do it, man, Eric Chambers, man, I'm telling you. He fucking finally took the first step forward and just doing shit off his phone. And he's at 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's not even a month in. He's what, 2 weeks in?
1 week. 1 week. Bro, he's going to blow up so crazy.
Good for him. Right, Dorian in the comments. Good for him. Just because, look, Eric has legit passion. This guy loves animals. He's meant to be around animals. How many people love being around animals? Anybody who's watching this loves to be around animals. His fucking collection downstairs, even though, how creeped out did we get when we heard the little fucking, we thought we heard children? closet.
We did. On Hood, we did.
We heard a baby.
On Hood, bro.
We looked at each other. We're like, oh fuck, let's dip. No,
yeah, but we're like, what the hell?
Was what he had, the quails, or there were quails, or these little
chickens. They were like little like super dwarf chickens. I forgot what they were called.
Cute. Yeah, but they made these like humming sound where it sounded like a child was in a closet getting like, something horrible happening. So anyways, that wasn't the case.
You know what's crazy? I was speaking of Eric Chambers' room. So the room that we have here, this is where I started my whole ball python craze, in this room, right? Oh snap! We're making it a little reptarium. Since we're so bored and we can't really do anything at the house over here, we got so much stuff going on here, and it should be done in a couple of weeks, maybe like next week, because we like a lot of cool stuff in here. We're gonna have a lot of different reptiles, more like pets and
at the house.
Mm-hmm.
So in that room, basically, you're making its own room for it. What do you got? Oh, okay.
There's but I mean, there's other stuff that's gonna come in that it's just, I mean, dude, it's just honestly a quarter of what's gonna it's gonna look like a little pet store, kind of.
So that's kind of what Miguel. I don't know if you guys remember, but Miguel started adding fucking crazy exotic shit, like the Asian water monitor, right? You added that.
He's right there. Look how mad he is.
So how's the training going with this guy?
Horrible. He bit me. No, you know what? He's gone a lot better. I was just talking to Brian Barczyk the other day, because now he comes to me with the tongs and stuff like that. So he actually comes to me. He doesn't whip me anymore. Here's the crazy thing. If I put the gloves on, he'll come to me and I could hold him. The minute I take my gloves off, he'll try to bite me. It's so weird. Yeah, dude, they're so smart.
So rest in peace, Forrest, right? But dude, look at Forrest's hands. Like, Forrest just had to deal with it. Like, you have to almost get them used to it. But even when they get used to your hands, they're gonna destroy you. So,
dude, you know what's worse? The claws alone. Their nails are just as bad as their bites.
It's nuts, dude. But fucking that fucking nuthead Forrest loved free handling him with no gloves so much to where his forearms were just destroyed.
Dude,
but it's like, I kind of know that because look, remember when I had that Nile monitor, Louis, who was a
yes, bro.
He was that dude. I had my moments where I was actually able to hold him. It was super hit or miss, but I could tell you right now, actually touching a monitor versus a glove, it's two completely different. I feel like you get more of the interaction, like the connection touching them. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't like using gloves either, but if I was in a hurry and I was on my way to work and I didn't feel like bleeding, then I would just wear gloves. So I kind of see where, I don't know. I mean, it's either way, that thing's going to mess you up, bro. Like you said, the claws, it could, if that thing latches onto you, man, their bites are no joke. Like,
dude, for real, man.
I mean,
I said the monitor is not that big, but like, dude, it hurt. It's like they have such serrated teeth. Like, it's so like, dude, yeah. Dude, still the worst bite I've gotten has been from the tokay gecko, though, man.
I heard. So where was that bite at?
At Brian Barczyk's at BHB.
Did it get vlogged or no?
Yeah, it's on Noah's channel.
How is the bleeding?
It wasn't even that there was so much bleeding. It's just the pain of it. Their jaw power is worse than any other bite that I've had from anything. And I've been bit by a lot of stuff.
Did you see the one Kevin posted of that gecko bite?
Oh my god!
It looked like a fucking murder scene, and he was just letting it just chew on him, and there's blood going everywhere. So I didn't know if that was kind of your situation.
It wasn't that bloody, but yeah, it was like that. I mean, it was. But honestly, the thing with the gecko when it bit me just didn't let go. It was just like clamped, man. It was insane. It's crazy how strong their bites are.
It's nuts, dude. Let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it back pre-AEP. Let's take it back to always evolving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because guys, let's be honest. Miguel carries the type of passion where he's fucking lit up every day. Like, there's a motivation behind this guy's fucking move. Everything he does on a day-to-day, he's like, there's a motive. Okay, obviously family, some of it, but it kind of stems back to what always evolving's was before it was always evolving's pythons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk about the brand, bro. Like, what is that brand? So talk about the brand to you, okay? So I want to hear a little bit.
So always evolving wasn't even mine to begin with, right? It was just me, Miguel Garcia, when I was a personal trainer. That's all I was. I met a good friend of mine. His name was Roger Rodas, Salvadorian guy, man. Remember when I first? I'll make a long story, make it real short. But this guy just came in, man, young guy. I think he was like 35 years old when I met him. He came in with like some amazing cars. I'm like, I started asking, like, dude, what do you do for a living? anyways, it turns out he was a VP of Merrill Lynch, right? And he owned this race team, called Always Evolving, racing, Always Evolving Performance. I was like, oh wow, it's crazy. So then they're like, hey, I'm gonna bring a buddy for you to start training. He's a really cool guy. And I was like, all right, cool. So they brought Paul Walker in. And I was like, oh snap. So I started training Paul Walker. And I saw everybody with AE shirts. And then they invited me to go train them while they were, doing the Grand Prix for Always Evolving Racing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like this Always Evolving is such a cool name. And I started asking, what's it called? Roger, I'm like, every company that he actually had was Always Evolving. But if you really think about it, it goes with everything. Always Evolving Racing, Always Evolving Performance, Always Evolving Exotics, Always Evolving whatever it is.
Life.
That's what life. So at this time, I was renting out a facility when I was training, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, you need to start your own business, and have a name for it. Little did I know is when they, that horrible crash where they passed away. Yeah. The wife came in contact with me like 3 weeks after the crash, and I was helping her with the kids because I was really close to that family. And she goes, hey, on this computer, Roger had this business. He actually had already opened it up for me. He had made an LLC. It was Always Evolving Fitness. So that's where I opened up my first gym. It was from, he already had it planned out for me. And that's pretty much just how, it went all the way. Now Always Evolving Racing, which is Always Evolving Performance, that's still owned by Eric Davis, but that's it. The actual Always Evolving name, like the one that Roger started with Paul Walker, even on Fast and Furious 4, Fast and Furious 5, and up to Fast and Furious 6, when you see those shirts on them, I actually own the whole name now. The whole Always Evolving literally is like mine. So I could pretty much use it with whatever I want.
So this is real quick. Young Miguel right here.
Before the bag came.
Look at that. That's Roger.
Yeah.
Fucking pimps right there, bro. Look,
dude,
legends were born.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, bro.
Dude, that guy right there every time in the morning, I train him at 6 a.m. And I at least live an hour and like 20 minutes away from the gym. So I used to train that guy, I used to get up at 4:30 every morning, but every morning just to train him was amazing, dude. My first plane ride ever was on the G6, the private jet, my first airplane, like ever. I was like, what the hell? Bro, this guy was so motivating, man. And like I said, I mean, he was just an awesome guy. If it wasn't for him, honestly, he was more like a very like kind of like how would I say it? Like a I don't want to say father figure or like a big brother figure, but he actually, was guiding me to just be more successful. Yeah.
He was your mentor. He guided, he guided you. He was actually the first dude who took you under his wing, and you did things right. Basically, you would just, I mean, that's at the end of the day, you got a great opportunity and you didn't fuck it up.
Dude, it was crazy, man, because when he passed away, I was like, man, I'm never gonna have the chance to drive these cars. I'm never gonna be around people with that much money. I'm never gonna be able to go on these trips, because that's how I lived my life through him, because he had all the cool stuff. Yeah. I mean, now it's like I look back and I'm like, wow, man, like,
it's funny how things work out.
Yeah, dude, it really does, man.
It's like, it's just life's a trip, you know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like I appreciate the the drive you have, dude, because you don't stop, man. And another person that I was lucky to meet because of Miguel was Brian Barczyk, and this fucking guy does not stop. Like I'm talking about, he does not stop. And I got a good taste of that energy just watching him in action, and you know what I mean. This is like he had a fucking dude's just nuts. His whole Lori's the same way, and Noah's awesome.
Noah's funny.
He's a good kid, man. But yeah, dude, it just your energy reminds me a lot of Brian's. Like if I feel like if you had a fucking zoo like he did, you'd be running around like him, like nonstop.
Dude, Brian's a whole other monster though, man. He makes me like fuck, dude, like chill out, dude. I'm more like on the phone type thing, calls, phone, call, phone. Brian's literally like boom, 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 back and forth, Just to give you an idea, so his second grand opening at the Reptarium, he had like a private party at 9 o'clock for people, like a VIP party, and then around midnight he kind of finally shooed people out. So let's be honest, Brian probably didn't leave right at midnight. There's probably last minute things he cleaned up and had to do. So I'm guessing he probably left that Reptarium at like 2-3 a.m. and then he had tours at 10 a.m. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like that's drive and passion. And it's something you don't see a lot. You don't get to see shit like that a lot, especially in person. It's like, it's like you said, it's motivating. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, always evolving. I feel like the AE is always,
And like you said, the name says enough. I think we had David Levison on the fucking Unfiltered Reptiles podcast show, and he says that was like the coolest name in the business is always because it's like, what else do you want? You're always moving forward. You're always becoming a better version of what you're doing. You know what I mean? So
100%, man. I love it, man.
That name is awesome. Colors are legit, and you know you're doing good shit with your logo too, because you know like what year was this? This is what 2018. One of the original prints. I don't wear a lot.
I don't wear more of these. These are not. You can't even find these anymore. And then we went just to. Oh wait, there we go. Right there.
And that's clean, dude. Just the logo's clean. I like the blue. So you know, I think that has a lot to do with your marketing. So with your marketing,
we have new ones coming in next week.
Huh?
We have new shirts coming in next week.
Do you want to give us a spoiler or what they're looking like, or what's the deal with it?
Turtle, are you still watching? I'll get it on the phone. It's pretty. It's very simple, super simple, and it's just one word.
It's just one word. Evolving.
It says MJ.
Stupid. That ain't gonna sell, bro.
Bro, imagine. Yeah, it's just like. Can you see it? It's just but watch. The lettering is so insane. It's so simple, but so freaking awesome. It's like a shirt that I'll just wear anywhere. And obviously in the back, we're going to have the icon, you know, in the back with the snake and the little circle thing.
So, sorry. We have our first complaint in the comments. KB Reptiles is wondering why it's so hard to get a t-shirt from you.
That has to be Carrie again, for sure. Carrie,
Marius doesn't complain, so it's definitely.
It's for sure. Carrie just want look. Big shout out to Carrie. Yes, Carrie.
She's here.
Yeah, she's here, guys. Dude, Carrie, it's so funny, man. So a lot of people always tell me, hey, why do you always rag on Carrie? You know, so I don't want people to think I'm mean to Carrie, but Carrie, you guys don't know like the real Carrie. Like Carrie like comes off as really cool and this and that, but one person, like people, I don't like to hang out with too much people that are very like how do you say, very soft, very fragile, you know?
Yeah.
And Carrie's one of those, you know. She'll like message me like, hey, could you like please not go hard on me on the group chat today? Hey, like, you know, that kind of stuff. And that just
it's more like, hey, that's like me. That's like her saying, hey, go hard on me on the group chat.
Yes, basically. Yes.
That's so funny.
Big shout out to Carrie.
KB.
Big shout out to KB. I love KB. Dude, they're really good friends, man. I love them, man. Barrels is one of the coolest, nicest guys I have ever met. And I know a lot of people say, oh, this guy's really nice. No, but Barrels, like, legitimately is a super, super nice, good dude.
How come the I's silent? I thought it's Barrios.
Right? It's Barrios. Oh, he says it like this. He says like this. He goes, say bear and then rose. Bear like rose. So it's like a bear, like a grizzly, or like and then rose. Yeah. Do you have the pictures of the shirts? Oh yeah, you guys want to see the shirts? Let's see if it'll show it.
Here we go.
Oh. That's sick, isn't it?
That's super clean.
Could you see it?
No, not anymore, but we saw it.
It looks sick, right?
It doesn't
very
have
simple.
They doesn't have the logo on the back or anything, or is it just?
Yeah, it's gonna have the icon in the back. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give one to you first, MJ.
Doubt it. You know what's up to Miguel in the beginning, because this is when I noticed fucking he was doing this to everyone. But he would post like a legendary animal or something fucking really sick. And God knows how much it costs. He's like, yeah, guess what? I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it MJ.
Dude,
I used to get serious sometimes, and I'm like, wow, he's naming it MJ. And then I saw him saying that to other people in the comments. And I was like,
I was just gonna get to that. Wait. If you're really close to me, if I get a new snake coming in or I just hatch something new, I always say, oh, I'm gonna name it so and so. Like I have like 5 MJs here. I have like 3 Barrows, 7, Willis, 23 freaking Harrys, 14 Nicks.
23 Harrys?
Yes. And zero carries. But I mean, if I'm real close with you. You straight called me out on that clean, MJ. That was good. I like that. When did you start drinking Coronas?
During the spread.
No, I remember you were saying that. You're like, hey, when did you start drinking these? I just reversed it on you.
Yeah, well, I've only seen 2 Virgin. I've seen a Coors Light. I know Miguel's a fucking Coors Light guy in the beginning. That was our first drunk session. So Lily's birthday, we went up. poor Lily. This is what I had there. We drive up to LA to hang out with Miguel and his wife. Fuck, what an experience. The way Miguel's talking about like stuff that he went through with Roger, that was like fucking like really like wow. This is what I went through the first time we hung out with Miguel and Tina in Beverly Hills. He picked us up in his fucking
the 64,
orange 64, dude, bumping fucking Dr. Dre. We were on like the boulevard, like literally like living the LA life. Like I'm talking about everything was perfect, other than me just being like,
well, check this out. We pulled up to Mastro's, and remember they pulled the Impala and they left it right in the front because remember we had just got it washed. The top was down. Yeah. So we're there at Mastro's. We're out there drinking, and then we get back into the car. Then because the hotels were close by, then we go back to your room. And can I say everything that happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so MJ starts, smoking. I don't know if you guys know that MJ smokes, but just like so. I used to love smoking. Like back in the day, I just used to love it. I think when I was like 20 something years old, I ended up doing it, and it just gave me full blown anxiety attacks. Like I couldn't do it like whatsoever. I'll call 911. I really will. So anyways, I went up there and I was like, oh, well, fuck, let me try it. It's been so long. I had a nice buzz. Wasn't good. I'm like, hey, we need to go outside. You're like, I can't breathe. Like I was telling you, like, man, I want to go to the hospital. Like, so I started downing beers because it usually calm me down. And we went all the way downstairs. And I swear, I wish I had this video. It was a laugh attack that have you ever had those laughs where you can't breathe, where you're just like,
you're wheezing.
It's like your mouth is open. But I forgot what I said. It's just something about like, oh, thanks for. It was something about I don't know. But towards the end of the day, I can hear Tina laughing in the background right now. But it's hard to explain. You guys had to be there. But maybe MJ could throw a little more insight in it.
Well, it got to the point where fucking me, like anything that was coming out of her mouth, like we were like busting up laughing. But there was a one-liner that night. Oh, okay, no, dude. Remember, I know what it was. Remember, you're like hanging out with MJ and his crib, and you showed the hotel, and then that's when we started laughing. Like we just started busting up. It wasn't even something that really funny,
bro. You said, "Oh, your crib." You're like, "What? You don't think I could afford a place like this?" That's what you told me.
I don't know, bro. Honestly, it was so iconic and classic.
I remember though, like I felt bad though because Lily, I think
she had no idea what the fuck was going on.
She thought we were making fun of her, and I looked next to her, and she's like this. I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, never mind.
She's having it.
Yeah. Shout out to Lily.
We love you, Lily. Yeah, that was an awesome time, dude.
Dude, it was funny, man. Perfect weather too for that night too.
Dude, that was awesome. Yeah, that night, that LA night was. I'll remember that night forever, bro. It was perfect.
Yeah.
First time I ever had lobster mashed potatoes too.
Dude, that was. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good right now.
Wine too, we had too, bro. The wine selection that night was fucking like epic.
Dude, that was really good.
Wine we had was delicious. We went through like 5 bottles. It was ridiculous.
Dude, oh gosh, I remember that was so freaking crazy, man. Remember we're at BJ's over there in Michigan just recently, and that girl started giving you crap about your salad.
Dude, okay, no, don't make me look bad, right?
So awkward, dude.
Okay, look, this girl. Okay, yeah, I mean, what the fuck? She put me on. Okay, I wasn't really even hungry because of what me and Miguel went through. But I'm like, I'm gonna order food, so I ordered an ahi salad. Okay, all I wanted was the ahi. So I eat the ahi. The waitress comes by. Let me just tell you, this waitress it just doesn't look like she cares much about greens or anything. Okay,
not trying to be mean.
I'm not trying to be mean. But she's not the one that looked like she should, talk to, and either way, she takes my plate in front of everyone, round table full of people, and she goes, "You're not going to finish. You're not going to finish your salad."
Oh, no, she goes, "You're just going to waste it," and we're like,
"Yeah, you're just going to waste your salad." I was
and
like,
not to be mean, like again, like how MJ said it, like I'm not trying to be a dick. Like you would, out of all people, it's like you look at her like really, like you really, like you,
like what the fuck?
Yeah, and it was kind of like, and she brought it up again. She goes, and I was like, and then Andrew goes, "Fine, I'll just keep it." Like,
so, no, get back to me. No, remember, every time she came by, "Do you guys want another round?" I'm like, "Yeah, can I get a salad?"
No, but then you said, "Can you just throw some more ahi on top of it, and I'll just eat it?" And she looked at you like, "What?"
Dude.
Bro, that was freaking hilarious, man.
No, then she was like, "Hey guys, the restaurant's probably gonna shut down." I'm like, "What? Like?" She just started making up shit. She wanted us gone at that point.
Yeah, dude, dude, man. We went. It was like an hour, and we went through so many drinks. After that point, we just started having a good buzz, and we're just getting round, another round. It was insane, man. It was good times.
And then you left, and it got really depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I love your guy. I love the friends that you
introduced. I did leave.
Fucking energy. They all looked at me like, "You're the Mexican now. You're the one that needs to carry."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking half. Like, what do you want from me?
Oh, that's right. You're half, huh?
Yeah, I'm half.
I always forget that. Like, I always see you just like a straight Mexican.
I want to be, yeah. But
I'm only half too.
What do you mean? Your mom and dad's Mexican, no?
Mm-mm.
So your dad's Mexican for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom's, what's your mom?
I never tell no one.
She's Tagalog.
It's just Tagalog.
You'd have to be Hawaiian or something, bro. Like, or some sort of islander. You probably have Cusco blood in you.
No. Just playing.
Hey, Cusco's your boy. Cusco's your boy, dude. Fucking
Cusco's a homie, dude.
When did you guys link up?
Just randomly. I saw his live, and I remember commenting or something like that. And then he had messaged me. He's like, "Hey, a lot of people are saying we should collab or something." And Cusco's just like, he's so easygoing. He's just like so chill. Like that guy is like just, the definition of chill. And he hit me up, and he goes, "Hey, well, we're gonna cruise over, blah blah blah." It was gonna be I think it was like on Thursday, 2 days before the Pomona show. Him and Garrett Hartle stopped by the house. They stayed there. We chatted up. We did a couple of we just did some collabs, and then that's when it's like, "Hey, you want to go to the Pomona show?" It's like, you should meet a lot of people. And that's the first time I went to a show, and then my first time in an auction.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Like, and that's how what's so crazy? That's how I met Forrest through Cusco and Hartle.
So was Cusco the first, like, it was that like your first show, like, crew, like, you know what I mean, like people you would link up with at shows, like when
yeah.
Cusco was
first person. Yeah,
I can tell you. Right. Go ahead.
He took me to the shows, and he introduced me to everyone, to Phil Goss, to everybody, and then that's how they got me a table at the auction, and then I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" And check this out, I picked this thing up at that auction, the Bredalite right here. Oh
yeah, that thing's pretty, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty mean though, right?
I named it MJ. No, it's nice. I could bring it up. Have I showed you guys
MJ 20?
Have I showed you guys Little Harry? And then there's Little Carrie. Oh wait, there's nothing there. Never mind.
Exactly. That is Carrie because you're using her to put something on.
Yes, that's true. The big shout out to Carrie.
Carrie's stoked. She's a piece of furniture. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the shows, right, man? Because okay, guys, I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's fucking depressing when Miguel's not when he's not at an auction. It's fucking sad, dude. Okay, I'm sorry, man, but you bring too much shit to the table at these auctions. We had a good time. The table was good, but the Anaheim show, which you didn't make, right? Was it me or was it? I can't remember. Why? No, but why? The Anaheim show?
Yeah, it was the Anaheim show to make it.
Yeah, right. So why?
Yeah, I was sick. Remember,
sick.
all of us were sick. Yeah,
that's what it was. You were super sick.
You know what? I don't know if I talked to you about this. You know what a lot of people were saying about me on that day of that show? Like, oh, what? I guess he got too big for us. He got too good for us. He doesn't want to come to the, this and that show. But I had Jesse there, like holding down the fort. Dude,
I love that guy, bro. Jesse,
big shout out to Jesse.
God, I love my brother. Yeah, he's so awesome. I wasn't gonna lie. I was gonna have Jesse chime in on this for like 20 minutes, but I'm gonna give him I want Jesse one-on-one. I want Jesse on his own.
Dude, Jesse
he deserves his own.
I love
Jesse, dude.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Like, Jesse, it's so funny. Like, this is a true story. I had a bad dream last night. I could even screenshot all the messages. I had a dream that Jesse, wasn't doing too good. And I woke up all sad and shit. And I called him. I messaged him right in the morning. I'm like, "Hey, dude, I love you." And then he messaged me back, "Did you have a dream that I died?" And I started cracking up, dude. Swear to God, true story.
That's how it is.
True story this morning. That's how it happened. And I'm like, "Hey, Dad, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you, blah, blah, blah." But I'm telling you, like, if it wasn't for Jesse, dude, Jesse runs this whole thing. Like, I couldn't do it. There's just no way I could do it. I wouldn't be able to do YouTube. I wouldn't be able to do Instagram. I wouldn't be able to do none of the cells because I'd be stuck over there. But Jesse has his own. It's just like Tina and I couldn't do what Jesse does in one day. Like, Jesse's fucking legendary. Like, I love that fucking guy.
He takes such a load off your fucking hands. It's unbelievable,
dude.
Because
and not just with the snakes, though. Not just with snakes, just like with everything else.
But look, if you look at it's one thing when you have to give people ownership of a new fucking like a new task that you used to do, right? Sometimes you could tell the work behind the scenes when pictures are taken. You could tell things are off. Ever since Jesse took over, everything's been on the same fucking point. Everything's 100%. Like, bomb ass pictures are taking still. Like, dude, Jesse has it dialed in. And the thing is, you can't teach a lot of people that. Jesse's not even a reptile keeper. He likes them, but he's not fucking, he's not collecting on the background. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, exactly. Dude, that's well said right there.
Fucking has work ethic.
He's not a reptile keeper.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you finish. Hold on. Sorry. No.
Damn.
Okay. No. Okay.
What do I do with these now?
There's a little bit of a glitch.
Remember that?
I don't. It's hard to. I thought you were staring at me with no expression. But anyways, no. Okay. So the one thing I love about Jesse, man, is he is so happy with the place he's in right now, working with his brother. He looks up to you a lot. We've talked about this numerous times. So you're such an inspiration to him, to where the job he does is the job he just wants to do right. Just because like it's only going to help you out. Like he gets it. He's a part of the fucking team.
Dude.
Like, same with Turtle. Same with fucking anybody in your family, bro. So when in the immediate, right? Because can I talk about? Can I bring something up about the funeral that I okay.
Oh yeah.
So look, I'm gonna mention this because this is probably a lot of people talk about this. I'm sure, because at the end of the day, dude, family doesn't always mean family, right? One thing Miguel kind of woke my eyes up is like, he invited me. Thank you for this, but he invited me to his dad's funeral. I showed up, and he like kind of opened my eyes, and he just mentioned that there was a lot of people who attended that he never even seen. You know what I mean? Like, they're family, right? But it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not the family what family should mean, right? So the family you've built, like I'm talking about the Jesse, the Tina, like that team right there, like that right there is the family. That is blood in, blood out. That's something that you guys are literally on the same mission and same motive. And I'll tell you right now, I had my own personal issues with my family. I don't know if they just didn't accept what I was doing, but I just started getting rejected a lot. Like, and this is from family that was super close to me. And I didn't understand why they started dissing themselves when my life went from shit, from getting locked up to like, getting married. I have like something going for me well. And right when things are going well for me, now these people that I loved my whole life are just, they don't want nothing to do with me now. And dude, all I know is like, I was able to like kind of like put up with that because of what you told me that day. You know what I mean? What the shit that you told me that opened my eyes, like, you know what I mean? Family's what you make it. Family's what's around you. That's what you create. You know what I mean? Just because they're family doesn't mean that they need to be in that circle. Does that make sense?
Dude, 100%. Like, it's funny. I have a lot of cousins and aunts and this and that, but I honestly, like, my new group of friends, like you and my other reptile people, I consider them more family than I do them. It's one thing, like you said, calling it family, and there's actually like real family. Like, I have friends that I love and care about more than I do some people that have the same blood that I have.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very impacting. That's very memorable for me.
I'm all about family, man, for sure.
No, you are, for sure. It's and at the end, why did you fucking leave early? Why did you bounce out? Why did you leave Detroit? You could not stomach the fact. I couldn't stomach the fact that you had kids, your mini me wanting you home, bro. Like, they were legitimately scared, and it's not like dogs who can't speak, like if my dogs could speak, I'd probably be leaving too. You know what I mean?
He would have been there for sure. If one of them just would have barked, you would have been like, I got you. I'm on my way.
I'm home.
I'm on my way.
Dude,
that's so funny, man.
Dude, so awesome, bro. So okay, let's dip into how you figured out. Okay, so how did you know snakes was your gig, bro? Like, what when did that fucking click to your mind?
Here's the thing. So as far as the gig, that took a good couple of months, actually. But my first snake I had when I was 13 years old. I had snakes when I was young. My first snake was a Burmese python Then I had, dude, it's so funny because at this time I didn't even know, like, I just wanted a snake. I've always liked reptiles. When I was little, I got in trouble because I would get rattlesnakes and I'd put them in regular fish tanks and I'd put a little, screen thing on top. My parents would go ballistic, dude. They'd be so pissed. So then I started collecting a couple snakes here and there. I had to get rid of them because Jesse was because I had a couple of Burmese that were like 10 feet, 12 feet long. No, 16 at the time. I remember Jesse's ex-wife at the time was having their first kid with them, and they were living at the house, and they had said, hey, if they want me living there, you need to take, all the snakes out. So my mom made me get rid of them. Then after that, I got with Tina, and then we just had, I've always had reptiles throughout my whole life. Then we started breeding bearded dragons, and then, Aubrey got me into the whole game, actually. And after that, I was just like, wow, man. The way it happened was, So Aubrey came across Brian Barczyk's channel. Wow. And she's all like, Dad, look at these snakes. And I was like, oh, snap. I just thought there was albinos and like normals. But I saw like blue-eyed leucistics and pieds. I was like, damn, those things are fire. And then she's like, Dad, can we get a couple snakes? I was like, hell yeah, we could. So we started collecting snakes, just a couple of them. And then a couple of tanks. And then I started watching Brian. So I was like, damn, what are those rack things? Those are cool. Then I started just, she said, wanted me to make her a channel. And I made her a channel, like I always say, a couple of weeks afterwards, she could care less. But then I started seeing all the engagement we had, and then I just got hooked on it. It's like when they say when you got that ball python bug, you just go crazy. And dude, the first year, the first couple of months, dude, I had like more males than females. All I wanted to do was just open tubs, like, oh, a snake.
Oh, a snake. That was me, dude. Oh, it's a cool feeling. It's like that made no sense,
bro.
It's just like
I had 13 males and 2 females, and I was just like. But then I started seeing like all the stuff that was going on, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is like people can make a real business out of it." But then I started seeing, Justin Kabelka and Garrett DeMeyer. There was just so much people I was coming across, and I was like, "Wow, there's a whole business side of this." And then to me, it's just like, bing. Then I did some shady stuff, which I remember talking about it recently, and I started again, I got what's it called, a little fucked over in the beginning by some other breeders. And then I got stuck
by getting misled information, or what do you mean?
No, by buying collections at a price that I shouldn't have really bought them.
Oh, you got raped.
Yeah, I got raped, and then I was stuck with all these snakes. Whoa.
Well, there goes Miguel. But on that note, if you were that guy who fucked over Miguel, you're an idiot. You're stupid as fuck. I hope you're regretting that now. He'll come back on right now, but Jesus, that is nuts. That's why you don't fuck people over. Here, he's back. He's back.
Sorry.
He's back. Right.
Sorry. That was quick. No, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so anyways, I was stuck with all these snakes, and then I just started flipping them because I started doing those live auctions, remember? Yeah. And a lot of that, I was able to make my money back, and then
cracking, bro. I remember those. You would have order at your pad, and then it'd be vice versa, and then you have some other wax with you, and then just kidding, Jason. I love JH. I'm just kidding.
Oh, him? I think we're talking about someone else. Big shout out to JH Python, by the way. Fuck, now he's gonna come over here and knock on my door. Damn.
Uncle King.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, okay, so yeah, the auctions, right? So
yeah, so I started doing that, which I understand it wasn't, I should bring them back though, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did something legal happen, or why'd they stop?
No, the reason why I stopped, I remember I was talking to Justin, and then there were a lot of people were telling me, like, dude, like you're starting to have a really good, solid collection. You don't really want to be known as a flipper. And at this time, I was actually making some really good stuff, and I was like, yeah, you're right. So I kind of just, started just, breeding some high end stuff and just doing that. Damn, but you know what? I'm gonna bring an auction back. Why not, right?
Dude, I feel like, that had a huge part of the beginning of your following, bro. Like, you fucking skyrocketed. I think the collabs was your big jump, but like, still, like, your big impact of following became from those auctions and giveaways.
You're right.
Plain and simple. But let's talk about that. How much fucking money did you invest on these giveaways, bro? Or like, this, honest, because
on the giveaways alone, dude, it was, man. I say out of all this stuff that I give, it was around like $5,000, man. Easy.
And that came with so much stuff, man. So let's talk about this, right? So Miguel's what Miguel's built did not just come off of buying snakes and posting snakes. Like, there was so much more to it. You know what I mean? Giveaways, right? The auctions, making sure you have a YouTube channel for one thing, because would you be where you're at without YouTube, you think?
No. And I say this to this day, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for YouTube. But the thing that I did when I started the YouTube, and I've always done this with every business that I've started, is I always see what's around and whatever business that I'm in, and I try to do something different that no one's doing. You know what I mean? And put a little twist in it.
I could tell.
And I think right now the biggest thing that a lot of people are doing is just they're kind of doing like the same thing, which is not bad, because I just think alone just doing a YouTube channel is great, but always trying to find that little edge, a little something different that someone hasn't done yet. You know what I mean? At that time, I was doing
advice. Giving you guys advice. Stop copying people. Stop doing what everyone else is fucking doing. Because it's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, guys, I fuck with a lot of you guys out there, but a lot of reason why I don't watch a lot of your guys' YouTube channels is because it's fucking repetitive, dude. It's the same fucking shit. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have copied what you're doing, Miguel. Like there's little, and it's like the same music, the same, like, dude, come on. Like, don't you want to be a little different? Like, I mean, dude, and no, I love it. Hey, guys, keep grinding. I'm just saying, if you want to separate yourself, you know, do what Miguel's doing. You have to find something different to bring to the table.
Like, seriously, like the whole thing, like, you know, it's like, I've seen that when people copy the same music. And I've even asked them, like, oh, why'd you use the same music? It's like, almost looks like mine. It's like, oh, I didn't know you used it. Like, come on, dude, it's a specific person that I would use at the time. Yeah. But, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, when I was looking at everybody's thing, I saw everyone did this, everyone did that. And I was like, okay, I need to do something a little bit different just to stand out. And I did it. And there's so much things you could do now that could, you know, lead you to different stuff. But, you know, I don't know. But if you're doing a YouTube channel alone, just to put your face out there, dude, big props, because that is not easy.
It's work. That's honestly, it's not. But what's also not easy, unless you're fucking at Eric Chambers, is getting subscribers. Like that's where coming, you know, that you need.
You know, on the Chambers thing, I do have to say this though. A lot of that, it comes from Brian Barczyk, man. I mean, Brian Barczyk, made like, you know, Eric Chambers. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for Brian Barczyk having that big following and stuff like that, we would have never known who Eric Chambers is. But alone, right. you know, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's the way it got started, you know? That's
true. But also, let's just say we met Eric and he had nothing to do with fucking Brian Barczyk, right?
Oh my God, I would have fell in love with him right away.
It's still like, I would be like, hey, yo, you need a fucking channel, bro. Like, it just, I mean.
Like right away, I would have been like, dude, you're 100 times cooler than fucking Carrie. Like, you need a channel now. Like, now.
Bro, fucking Jared takes Carrie out. Damn. I haven't even met Jared. I can't even roast
bro.
Dude,
Jared's cool.
I already like him. I already like him because how much you guys fucking bash this dude, and I want to team up with him. But I tried teaming up with him on Facebook, and he rejected my help in a way. So I'm like,
oh yeah, Jared. So here's the thing. Jared's cool. Jared's the kind of guy though. It's like he gets very sensitive though. Like, have you ever had that one friend that he likes to take it, but then, like, for example, you're like, oh,
what, you're on him?
No, watch this. Like MJ, like, oh, you know, your hat's ugly. And if you keep on doing it, he'll be like, oh, well, your dad died, and then your grandma died a horrible death. Like, that's the kind of person he is. And
but like if your grandparents really died, he'll bring that up. Like,
oh, dude, for sure. He gets in this
terrible.
Yeah, but he's cool though. But I love Jared though. Like Jared. Cool. No, Jared's cool. It's like, I don't know. Jared's a cool guy. I love the guy, and you know, he's always clean.
Dude, you know what I like, bro? Fucking, I really took good with David Levine, bro.
Oh, dude, David Levine is such a silent assassin, is what I call him.
He's all ears,
bro. He'll be on his phone, just like boom, 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 and then we could be talking shit about him. He'd be like, "Yeah, fuck off." I'm like, what the fuck, like, dude, where you at? Where'd you get here? Levine's a good bro. I tell everyone, like, when you meet Levine, you probably think like, this guy probably wants to kill me, put some lotion on the skin type of person. But dude, he's a good dude, man. Big shout out to Levine, and big shout out to Carrie before she gets all upset.
Carrie keeps telling me to say on hood, and I'm not going to say it, Carrie, because you're asking.
Yeah, could anyone say on hood?
I mean, if you've been from a hood, then maybe. But have you been to? What are the hoods like?
Okay, so this is Carrie. What was that movie? With McLovin.
Superbad.
Yeah, Superbad. Carrie is legit. You know, he's all gangsta. That is Carrie to the T, bro. Dude, one time we were chatting on the group chat, and have you seen? We say something like, "Oh, have you seen the movie Boys in the Hood?" They're like, "Oh yeah, it's the one where they went camping, and then they go through the trails." Like, no, that's Stand By Me. Like, she just tried to thought because she thought there were boys.
How the fuck Stand By Me? Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood,
bro.
But yeah, Carrie saying on Hood just does not go. Like, but yeah, on Hood though, it doesn't go.
On Hood, Carrie, on Hood, you need to stop. On Hood.
Yeah. You need to say it like on Treehouse or like, something like that, dude.
Miguel, what's up with you and traveling, bro? Like, is that ever going to be on your agenda? I'm talking about, like, you did a little round with Barcheck Forest, what, in 2018? You guys,
yeah.
How did that go down again? Explain that. This is a cool time that you had.
Brian called me. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "You want to go to Florida for like 10 days?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll see you there." And then I went to Detroit. I met him in Forest there. And then, dude, that, you know what's so funny? When I was getting all these things ready for the Forest video that I wanted to do, there was so much, you know what's crazy? I need to send them to you. I had these other footage of Forest, dude. It's so funny, man. That whole trip, he was just dogging me about ball pythons. He always tells me, like, you need to become a real reptile guy. And to me, I was like, man, that I can't remember these damn names of all these damn species, bro. But the crazy thing is, though, man, it's like Forrest did know his shit, though, man. Like, even Brian would be like, yeah, I mean, this guy really, really knew his stuff. He should have wrote a book, man.
I think he could have. I mean, he had so much information, and like, dude, the guy just loved putting information out there. Like, he was somebody to where, like one of Forrest's best friends, Cody Bartolini, is like the same way. Like, you fucking give him one question and he's going to give you an hour and a half answer at least. Like, he's going to give you the most, and it's in depth. But the thing was, when Forrest would talk, man, he'd just like, it would just be like, dude, it's almost he's reading a script. It's like, bro, what the fuck? How do you like, and then he would just talk about like, endangered species and like certain fucking like just habitats.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that. So the videos that I found that I didn't put on there was where I'm like, hey, so what do you think of this? And bro, I couldn't put it on the vlog because it was like a straight like 8 minutes of every species.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, it's like, bro, that's like 8 minutes of like this vlog. Like,
so Forrest wanted to have an average of 4 hour fucking. He wanted every podcast to be 4 hours, and I'm like, Forrest, like. People were like, and like, but for whatever reason, I wanted to give him that. Like, he was so passionate. He's like, no, man. He's like, I'm telling you, these people are going to want to talk. And to be honest, dude, every fucking podcast was 3 hours to 3.5 hours. We had one. I think David Levison was our fucking, or no, David. That's David. I was David Levine who we were talking about earlier. David Levison is the one we had before Forrest passed away, and that was fucking over 4 hours. But
oh my gosh,
he was so fucking passionate about just going and going. He's like, we need to do like 3-4 of these interviews and just put them out later. And he fucking hated YouTube. He just didn't want to, he just hated YouTube. He just wanted to do audio calls. And I was like, dude, I can't do 3 or 4, bro. And then, 4 hours per one. But dude, that was his vision. That was his vision, bro. He wanted, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it to the max. We're going to do it to the extreme. The cool thing that I really liked is he wanted to start flying out to all these fucking shows and setting up what Cusco had. He wanted to set up a fucking Unfiltered Reptiles booth and, talk about conferences, just everything that Forrest wants to talk about, bro.
That would have been really, really cool, man, to do something like that.
Yeah.
So are you gonna like continue that? What do you think?
Yeah, we picked it back up last week. So me and Kush picked up.
As far as like the reptile shows and doing something like that.
Yeah, if Kush says he's down, the thing is, Kush has a fucking huge fucking plan on his. He's loaded with goddamn tasks up the ass. Like, he's running the whole rodent side. He's running the outside. Dude. It's just Kush 110%. I was even surprised he was ready to come back on the show, but he wanted to be back. He's like, dude, I need it. So I'm glad he's back on that. He does not want to miss any shows either.
Dude, shout out to Kush, man. Dude, that trip when we did to Florida, dude, that boy, we gave them so much shit. And remember, we didn't even know him. I remember in the beginning, bro. So Kush, Kush is a tall kid. He's a Welsh
big boy, bro. Yeah, you don't want him to snap on you. I'm telling you.
Exactly. So when we first met him, think about it. He's what, like 6'1", 6'2"? He's a tall kid.
Almost 6'2".
Yeah, we had the Suburban, and in the back, you know, Suburbans, the seats in the back, your legs get, you know, higher, so you don't have
Yeah.
really too much leg room.
Yeah.
So this
He was
whole
there.
time we had this shit where like, you know, oh, you had to sit in the back, and we would go by like, well, how much followers do you have? How much is that? Highest followers going to, bro. The whole trip. I mean, this poor kid was in the back, but he took it good. If it would have been like Jared, he would have like, oh, your fucking mother died, your grandma fucking this and that. Or if it was Carrie would have fucking just left crying.
The
You know,
sad
Kush
thing
is a solid dude.
The sad thing is Kush has like fucking 11, 12. At that time, he has more now, but he has like at that time he had 11,000 followers.
Yes, bro.
That's heavy, bro. I would have felt like a reject in that group. Jesus Christ. I was like,
bro, and guess who's the one that started it? Guess who's the one that started it?
Forrest.
It was fucking Brian Barczyk, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian, and then Brian would give us so much shit. He goes, have any of you guys hit 100,000? Did anybody have a plaque? He's like, all right, everyone get in the fucking back. I'll be in the front.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
Which and the cool thing, it was always either Brian driving or me and the passenger. It would just go like that. So it worked out for me.
And where's fucking Forrest? He's the tallest guy there. Fucking was he hunchback?
I know he wasn't. No, he was in the back. But if you were in the front or in the back, you were good. But if you were in the back,
oh yeah, because it raises. That's why you're fucking.
I mean, you could tell Steven at this time he was so pissed, dude. The look on his face, and I'm like, I remember we'd give him so much shit, but we're like, I hope this kid doesn't fucking snap. He's gonna fuck us up, dude. Okay. He's a big kid.
If you look at the last episode we had with Forrest, dude, we were kind of roasting Steve. We said something, we brought something to Steven, and it got silent. Steven's like, yeah, well, Forrest could catch these hands, or Forrest could catch me outside anytime, and it was like, whoa, like. Forrest had a grin on his face, like, oh, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like Steven, I'm just playing, bro.
That was too much, bro. Okay, so the one thing I was super jealous about that trip was the fucking alligator. You were around some massive fucking animals on that trip, dude. You were down in Florida. Dude, who was that girl? You went on like an off-road trip. Like you got pretty extreme.
Oh,
like,
Savannah Bowen. Yeah, Gatorland vlogs.
What did she do? Like, what she put you like behind the scenes or what?
No, she took us like when we got there, just because of Brian alone, dude. We went to Gatorland, and once it closed down, we went and we just went all over and just checked out all the gators, all the Crocs, dude. And that's when I found out. I always thought like the Nile Crocs were like the most deadliest things, like the craziest things. But that's when Forrest opened my eyes, and dude, Cuban crocodiles are like the fucking craziest Crocs in the world. You couldn't even outrun one. If one decided to like try to chase you, bro, they'd like catch you like in a second, man.
What's the one that you were next? Like you were next to one and started creeping on you, or there was a giant.
Oh, that was that Robbie Chelsea. What's it, Robbie? This fucking Swamp Brothers.
Swamp Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. I was at his place. Those were alligators, like American alligators. Yeah, we were just forgot his name. I think his name was LeBron, because I remember he was a big LeBron fan. Yeah, that was a crazy experience. If it was warmer in that time, he said we could have gone swimming with those.
Fuck, that's just so nuts, man. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's so prehistoric, which I admire, but I'm just terrified of shit like that just because I know it's it. I mean, you have some chances if a snake bites you, wraps you, unless it's around your neck and you're fucked.
Dude, check this out. So when we went to Robbie's, there's stuff that I shot that I didn't post just because, me being a ball python guy, people would drill me. This whole reptile industry. If like you're a venomous guy, then you do the ball python guy, they'll just dog you, whatever.
Either way.
We'll dog you over or over like typing and stuff like that, not face to face, because mostly what I've noticed is people in this industry are just all talk. But I had handled a cobra, and dude, I am not lying, man. I was shitting bricks, and I remember I was holding it. And I was trying to be tough to take this picture, but at the same time, I was scared. Like I was scared shitless, dude. These things, like you said, they bite you, man.
How big was that cobra? Was it like a 15-footer, like one of those massive ones?
It was like I have the picture, but it was at least like anywhere from like 9 to 11 feet, man.
What was the head like on that thing?
Huh?
What was the head like on that thing?
Oh my! Well, I saw the back of it. I was just like,
and they're hard to
not to pass.
Head hard, like it's fucking solid ass head.
Dude, you know what's so crazy? So when Robbie was holding it, and then Noah was filming it, Brian's son, he made it like bite the camera. And think about it, Noah's hands were like right here, and it bit the camera like right there. Dude, Brian got so pissed. Could you imagine that just by a couple of inches? If it would have got freaking Noah's fingers, dude, fucking rest in peace, Noah.
Fucking dude, like I don't know. It's just ballsy shit in Florida, bro. That's just how they roll down there. It's fucking like Tyler Nolan, bro. Fool's missing half his index finger off a bite. That could have been really bad,
dude. Yeah, Tyler Nolan, dude. That Tyler Nolan's a fucking. He's a G, man. That fool's crazy.
He's just like he's like a Florida like icon. Like that's like a poster child for a Florida fucking like, you know what I mean? Tattoo. He has a sick ass tattoo shop, and then he fucking has crazy Venomous and fucking his boys fucking Justin. Like who's another nut, bro. That fool missing half his arm. They don't play.
It was bro. Yeah, it was so funny. I was just talking to Tyler the other day. And I was talking about like, dude, when are you gonna start getting some ball pythons? And he goes, dude, if I got a ball python, he goes, I will get killed over here. And he goes, but if you want to send me some to feed my king cobra, he goes, I'm good.
Yeah, that's his only choice. You can't win both. You can't win both sides, bro. It's like,
yeah.
Because even if what if he starts collecting ball pythons? Even the ball python people are gonna be pissed because he's keeping ball python with them.
This whole reptile industry, man. I mean, we could be a lot bigger than we are right now. Like straight up on hood, we could be a lot bigger
on hood.
But on hood. So you know the reason why I'm saying a lot of on hood
for Carrie, so she could chill out.
Dude, Carrie's such a dork. No, because every time I say on hood, these guys, Harry, Sensitive Jared, Uncool Carrie, Barrows, Levine, and Matt have to take a shot.
Dude.
That's why.
Let's talk about Matt and his drinking.
Dude. So Matt has a new name. It's actually Apocalypse Matt.
I thought it was gonna be fucking El Paracho.
No, I would have thought that too. But Matt is like one of those conspiracy theorists. Like he just thinks like, you know, everything's just like, dude, just call him Apocalypse Matt from now on.
That's because everything's gonna end.
Yes, dude. It's like he'll send this message, dude. I just saw this, you know, like I saw it on blah blah blah. He goes this, and he's like aliens, you know, like giving the coronavirus to like humans. Like, yeah, that looks very photoshopped, Matt. Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm not gonna believe it because
I have the video.
Yeah, he's like Eddie Bravo. He's like, you just gotta look into it. Look into it. It's like, no, man, I'm not going to look into it.
Dude, he's so Texas, it's ridiculous. And then you fucking find out he's from California, and you're like, what?
Yeah. That's why that guy's so lovable, dude. I fucking love Matt, dude.
He really is, dude. I thought the guy fucking couldn't stand me, but he just didn't know I even existed. That was the only thing. And then when I came around to him, he's like, oh, right. I'm not.
Yes, that's how he sounds, dude.
I was like, all right, fuck. I had a good time with that dude, bro. He's fucking. I felt bad, bro, because I ended up like I called
his liver.
Huh?
Because of his liver?
No, well, his liver. Fuck, Jesus Christ, talk about that. No, I just felt bad because at that night they ended up because the Canucks came down and fucking ended like Will, fucking Khalil. Who else was with them? I forget.
Khalil. Hey, so you got to meet Khalil.
Yeah, I got to meet him, bro. He's so funny, bro.
What? You said funny?
Huh?
Really?
He's hilarious.
Dude, I heard rumors that he like brings like a little dark cloud that's raining around him like all the time.
Really? I think when you mix two dark clouds, they blossom.
Okay. It's just straight up happiness. Okay, that's good to hear. No, I love Khalil.
He's fucking awesome. He's funny, bro. He has a really cool like I love his fucking just his persona and everything. But we had a good time that night. And I fucking was exhausted. I was going on no sleep for the night before. So I ended up I called it a night at like 11. And Carrie she ended up getting dropped off at like 7, took a nap till like 9:30.
What?
And then she did? Yeah. And then she came back and I'm still there fucking wobbling. And I'm like, dude. So they ended up like 4 a.m. or some shit, bro.
I'm not surprised.
But I had like I said, it was a good time.
Yeah. No, I wish I would have stayed, man. But honestly, dude, my anxiety was running high, and I just needed to get home, dude. Especially with my wife and like my kids, they were freaked out already. And it's like once I got home and they started annoying me, I was like, damn it, why did I come home? I should have stayed up there.
I just felt bad because they were relying on. I was the only Mexican around, and I was supposed to carry the torch. I know Miguel's not the first one to crash out when he's in the group. That's for damn sure. That's like some Harrison shit. I pulled some Harrison.
Dude, Harrison does crash though. We got to think about it though. Harrison's also like a quarter of our size.
he comes back though. Look, this motherfucker was out in Mexico. Like we thought this, we ended up like had a whole day of drinking, and then we were eating lunch. I thought he was texting because he was like this, and he had his phone like right there. And I thought for like 30 minutes, I thought he was texting, but he was asleep the whole time. And then he fucking somehow the little fucker came back and bounces back, and ended up going to have dinner. And so fucking Harry, dude.
Harry honestly is like the Walking Dead, dude. It's crazy because when we were hanging out in Texas, like if I throw up, I'm done. I'm done for the whole night. You might see me the next day. Harry throws up and he'll get back on it again. Dude, how do you do that shit?
Whose rental was that? Was that Jared? Whose car was that when he yacked on?
That was Jared. Dude.
Harry walked. It had to be Jared's because I think if it was anyone else's, Harry would have walked out and felt bad. Harry walked out and was like proud of it. Like he was like,
yes, bro, dude, Harry punked the shit out of Jared like you wouldn't believe. Like I've never seen no one disrespect someone like Harry did Jared. But Jared gets scared though when it comes down to it, like face to face. Jared kind of like he's just like I don't want no hands. But yeah, dude, USA he threw up with confidence. He's like, bleh. He's like, yeah, look at this masterpiece. This shit's fucking badass.
You guys,
Turtle, if you're watching, could I have another one, please?
That's why you need to have fucking, you know what I mean? I have my assistant bring me a bucket with ice.
Oh, nice. You have an assistant?
It was me. I did it. Just kidding. Someday. Right. So fucking shows, right, man? So we can't really talk about shows right now because everything's on fucking hiatus and, supposedly Tinley in June.
I don't know. I don't even know about that, man. Honestly, I think that's a little far-fetched, honestly.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's like what the fuck, if we're that lucky, we could have Tinley in June. Let's talk about go.
Yeah, go ahead. Now it was just about traveling. You were talking about traveling. This whole next couple of months, they were supposed to be busy traveling months. I was going to go all out and do all these, Reptile room tours and just, go to a lot of shows. The Atlanta show was one that I was excited about. But now just everything is just, everything's getting pushed back, like, further and further. We were talking just earlier, I go to Vegas a lot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, when you know Vegas is shut down, that's just fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
and I was talking
I
was talking to my buddy and they're saying it's looking more like till June now alone just to have that shut down.
It just doesn't, these are things that just don't get shut down. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Fucking March Madness. What a trooper. March Madness, right? Think about March Madness. Okay.
Dude, think about Disneyland.
Disneyland.
That alone, dude.
Dude, I can't thank you more enough just because you got to understand when I landed fucking in Tinley or in Chicago that Thursday night, and I was crashed out the whole flight. So as soon as I wake up, I fucking look at my phone and there's about 30 people telling me to fly back home. Oh, what's the point of going? And
my God, dude.
I called. What am I gonna do, dude? I don't know what Lily said to you. Dude, I was like,
I remember. I forgot.
Fuck out, bro. I wanted to lose my mind.
I forgot about that. So you were already in the plane. Then they canceled. And I'm talking to Brian Barczyk. And I'm like, hey, MJ, this and that. He goes, they just canceled. I'm like, I can't even get a hold of him. And he's like, fuck, dude. And I remember we're like waiting like 3 hours. And then you start messaging like, you already knew. You just by when you called me. Well, before you called me, actually, hold on. Before you called me, Lily had called me. And she already knew everything. And I was just like, fuck, dude, MJ's going to fuck someone up. Like, dude, some old lady's going to get knocked out. Like, someone's going to get beat up. Yeah. It was so bad.
I love old people.
You were already in the plane when they had just canceled it. But you know what was the worst part? At BHB, I don't know if you saw him the next day, but there was this kid that flew in from France.
Yeah.
And, bro, literally, he saved up his money to come out here to, not only did his flight get canceled, but then he couldn't even make it. I mean, he couldn't even make it to the show.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that is horrible.
Yeah. I don't know. But like I said, it turned out for the best, but holy shit, what a stressful fucking moment, bro. Because that's when I was like really like, and that's when that's when I found out they're shutting everything, and that's why the biggest scare was: are they going to shut down airports? Like, are they really going to shut down fucking all flights? Because remember, they shut down all international but UK.
Yeah,
that was prior to that. Remember? Oh man, either way, fuck that moment. I don't even want to talk about that moment. But
realistically, we could have stayed there till Monday.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
bro,
it sucks because they all had the fucking Canucks stayed. No, wait.
The Canucks.
KB stayed till the next day, and so did some extra people, I think. But yeah, they ended up having a fucking day Sunday, and they hung out with Brian. So I could have fucking stayed another day, but honestly, dude, when like I said, the way you went home, and I seen that you were, I was like, dude, I want to get home too. I was just ready to get home. I had a good talk with Brian, dude. Honestly, man, Brian Barczyk, bro. Oh, I love that guy, bro.
Dude, I love Brian, man.
I'm not saying that because, I love everything he does, but on a fucking personal level, like, I fucking love that man, dude. That guy is amazing. I had a good talk with him one-on-one. When we expressed some fucking shit that it was just, honestly, just having that, I was like, I'm ready to go home. I could go home now. But I want to go back. I can't fucking wait to go back to Utica again.
Once all this like calms down, we should. How we're talking about how the whole trip with I did with Brian and Forrest and all them. I want to redo that because I was talking to Robbie too. I would like to do something where we go to Detroit, we go to Brian, stuff like that, then go to Florida and do all the other things over there. And after that, just end up in TJ and no, never mind. We'll talk about that afterwards. Yeah, and then do stuff like that. That'll be freaking sick, dude.
Sounds like fun once this fucking bullshit goes away.
Dude, I am so over this, man. Like, I get it. I mean, extra precaution, but dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I'm just driving. Dude, I'm an expert, like, at all the morphs. I know every morph now. It's just funny. I still don't. I can
tell you the exact day it was fucking discovered.
Yes, dude. I could tell you, like, anything. No, but, it's just, it's insane, man.
So we're talking. Okay, let's talk about the ball pythons, right? Because I don't know, man. I feel like your fucking collaborations have been so powerful to where, like, I don't even know what your pairings are this year. I don't know what you got going on in the fucking back end. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, what's your year looking like? How's your season looking? You know what I mean?
Dude, it's so crazy. So I was actually a little worried about this season because I started a little late, which I thought. And obviously, I big shout out to Justin. Justin helps me with a lot of everything. Just alone with the knowledge, tips, and stuff like that. I was getting a little bit worried with all my logs. But today, I got in Facebook when it tells you a year ago you did this or that you posted a picture.
Yeah.
So a year ago, I was literally on point of like all my parents and stuff like that. So it actually made me feel a little good. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of cool things going on right now. For right now, things that we have as far as noted of what's going to lay, we have about like anywhere from like 10 to 15 clutches, and we have another like 20 to 30 females showing good follicle size. So we're right on track. But I think we're going to hit around 40 to 50, but 40 to 50 like very, very powerful clutches. Last season, did we have 58?
And that's a record, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because my first season was 50 38. Clutches. My second one was 38. Yeah, that's crazy. You know that. Then it was 58. And this one, I could have bred a lot of other stuff, but I didn't want to repeat the same thing.
And that's because you have a plan. You're not just like fuck it, read. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. A lot of people, talking. Let's talk a little bit of the business side of it. A lot of people are, talk about, reptiles. Like there's not that much money into it. It's overpopulated with breeders and stuff like that. Dude, we sold 322 babies from November till now. That's freaking insane, bro.
Well, okay, let's talk about this. Look, this was supposed to be a match that you and Forrest were supposed to go head on about because Forrest was super Forrest believed.
I remember this was the thing between us three. Between us three,
because I was kind of like, yo, I'm with Miguel, but then his points were like, well, maybe. Yeah. But I'm like, the thing is, like, Miguel, he sent me. I've seen Miguel's fucking snapshots of his PayPal, like because he knows he's getting called out by Forrest, and like I even want to show proof, like Forrest. I show you that he's like he has these transactions, but then he goes into like, well, how do you know those transactions are snakes? How do you know this? You know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know what I mean. So,
well, for one, if it's always evolving pythons, it has to be because if not, I will get completely raped. if I don't have any documents or anything that's, you know, with that name. Trust me, that's one of the biggest things. You want to do stuff legit. No, but it was crazy. And by the way, guys, it was a friendly little back and forth that Forrest and I had. Forrest would have been like, oh, there's no money in ball pythons, but at the same time I was saying like, yeah, there is. You know, and that's when I started getting a little bit open. And then MJ was kind of like the media, like you know, what's the media like?
I was trying to show proof. I was with Forrest, but Forrest just would keep shutting it down.
Yeah. Like, so, but you know, honestly, it's something now that I'm open about it. You know, and I mean, dude, it's, you know, a lot of my close friends, my brother, you know, they've all seen the amount of money that's came in, and it's been a lot more than I've expected for sure. You know, and honestly, obviously, you know, whatever number, like say if I just threw out a number out there, 30 or 40% of it has to go back into investment. Then the rest you have rodents, and then you have Jesse, my nephew. I pay myself a certain amount, but at the end of the day, it's still making enough to take care of all that. You know, it's crazy, man. I have a plan in 3 years on how much I want to be making off of ball pythons alone, and just, you know, I'll throw my YouTube in there. My YouTube doesn't pay me that much, but last year I made 18,000 off of it. But to say, I think in 2 to 3 years I could full on live off of just this. Maybe 2 years. 2 years I could live off of this 100%.
Off just the snakes, you mean, or just
snakes? Nothing else. Nothing else. Just snakes alone. In 2
years. Are you going to keep YouTube still going? Because
Oh yeah. YouTube for sure. YouTube. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my YouTube. And the thing is, I remember I was talking on the Chris Eaton show that, you know, I could have, a lot of the collabs that I do, I could film and do the pranks and stuff like that, but I don't do it because I kind of just try to go off of their stuff and leave it to them. My stuff, I just keep it straight up what I've started with, and that's me and the ball pythons. I could do other crazier stuff, clickbaity stuff here and there, but I don't. You know, I don't use the collabs to do the more of the commercial sides of the YouTubing. You know, I keep it towards the business side.
I mean, I could tell you right now, and like, I would give you some shit. Like, if you did some Cusco type thumbnails type shit, you know what I mean? I would probably bust your balls.
What did he do?
Oh man, he had. I love Cusco. I love you, bro. But he had like a fucking string of like, what the fuck? Like, he had one where it's like Python strangles guy at a show.
Oh,
like, okay. And then he had another one that says, "If I die tomorrow," and I was like,
so you know what's so funny?
Like, what's happening? And
like, I love Cusco. I love Cusco too. But Cusco used to give shit to Brian Barczyk for all the clickbait stuff.
Dude, honestly, I feel like a lot of people gave Brian Barczyk shit about clickbaits and all that shit. Fucking, they're doing it to the extreme now. It's
now clickbaits don't even do. Here's another thing, another tip I'll give you guys right now. Titles and thumbnails are the biggest thing right now. Not like over exaggerated clickbait than thumbnails, but I'm talking about something very nice and sharp and a very different. Here, this is what I tell all my friends that are doing YouTube. Like, if you're gonna do YouTube, look for a title, type it in, and see what the first 5 vlogs that have the highest views. Don't just put something there because it sounds crazy or something like that. Like, really take some time, and that's what I do all the time. You know,
that's right there. Some good tips, dude, for real.
But yeah, it's thumbnails and titles right now. But yeah, back to the snakes. It's crazy, man. There's a really there's a lot of money on this. And the funny thing is, man, after I did this podcast recently, I did with Chris Eaton, about like 8 to 10 breeders reached out to me, big breeders. Oh man, I'm on low battery, 10%. I still have a few minutes. A lot of big breeders reached out to me. They're like, dude, there's a lot of people that do this, honestly, for a living. They're just not open with it because a lot of people, you know, like frown upon it. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, man, it's been a blessing for us, definitely.
Now, as far as you saying that you want to have like your business just be like, you say you want to have it just be full ball pythons, right?
Yeah. Well, when I say ball python, I mean, that's obviously where I make most of them. But what I'm really like species wise, is that where you're going to get to or no?
Or just breeding in general. Like, what I mean, if you want to keep this like a full-time breeding thing, right? What all do you want to like breed and try to, you know, make a part of something that's available to work?
Honestly, 90% ball pythons. But there's a certain snake right now that just has my love and my attention more than any other species in this freaking world. I am so freaking in love with my black eastern indigo and my yellowtail crebo. I honestly wanted to start breeding those.
I didn't know you had those, bro. Like, I didn't know you had Yellowtail Creebos. What the fuck did you like? When did you release? Like, when did that happen?
Matt Byron got me that at the Anaheim show.
Cool, Matt.
Fuck. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Because you haven't seen the videos of my Black Eastern, how I get him out of the tub and he'll come grab something by me. Like, dude, if someone told me, hey man, you have to keep one reptile for the rest of your life, just one reptile, it'll be the Black Eastern, hands down. Dude, those are straight like wolves, dude. Like, oh my, I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like,
they're next level.
Dude, they're just a whole different like snake. They're smart. Like if you have one and you feed it, the way they sniff, the way they make these noises, like a hunting dog, just to get things. I mean, dude, and again, they don't have no venom. They don't constrict. It's just straight raw jaw power, jaw powered. God, I love fucking indigos. Dude, big shout out to my indigo.
Yeah,
if you're watching.
The way those fucking R.I.P. to those little noodles that didn't make it last year,
dude. Look, I'll be honest right now.
I wonder how those noodle ball python lovers out there are feeling about that.
There's one noodle right now that I've been trying to assist feed, and he's not gonna make it. He just had his last chance yesterday because we fed yesterday.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. He's gonna meet the indigo tonight, man.
Damn, are you gonna vlog it again?
No, I won't vlog it because I got like.
Did you get black backlash for that shit?
My gosh, dude, a lot. But then it's crazy because the real people that know indigos, it's like, oh, that's so cool because that's what, dude, indigos will kill a rattlesnake. Literally,
I'm sure. Yeah,
kill a fucking rattlesnake and just eat it.
King snakes are fucking savage too.
King snakes too, yeah. King snakes too.
I've seen one eat a snake, and it's kind of almost like the same kind of demeanor. But the cool thing about an indigo is the fucking red on the belly, dude. Like,
bro, they're just
black. It's like, dude,
they're like the pit bulls of snakes, dude. Honestly, that's the way. They're fucking amazing, man. If you guys don't have an indigo, trust me, guys, get one. They're just
but not easy to get either. Also,
no, dude, it took me a long time, man. Like just to get one. And look, again, big shout out to Matt Byron. I mean, dude, Yellowtail Creebo, he's awesome.
Matt,
all you have to do is just get Matt at like a couple of shots of Patron or some whiskey. And bro, he'll buy you a few indigos.
Real quick, can you go ahead and just kind of break down what are the top 2 exciting pairings you're looking forward to?
Top 2 exciting pairings this year. Shoot. Okay, so I have one that they might be a little too young, but I've done some stuff already with some females at 1,200, 1,000 grams. Mm-hmm. So Brian Barczyk got me to do this thing. He was telling me that the albino and the sunset's going to make that red ball that the boas do, which is the blood ball, and the albino the T positive. If we do that, then hopefully we can make that red snake. I know I need to charge my phone, but I can't charge it because I have this. I know. Hey, if this were to cut off, could I get on Tina's phone?
100%.
Okay, yeah. Let's just
go to the link. Do you want me to email her the link?
Yeah. Is your phone charged?
I'll do it right now.
Check if Arby's charged. I want to continue on this. We're staying on here.
We're getting more watchers too. That's like, okay. The viewers are going up.
Yeah, we're staying on here.
Okay.
But yeah, so what were we talking about real quick?
Matt Byron. No, the fucking the indigo.
What's that?
Wait, shit.
Tina ruined it. I'm gonna break up with her now.
No, you're not. Doubt it.
No, I'm not. I love her, dude. You know what's so funny? Yeah. Dude, do you know how long Tina and I have been together for?
For a hot one.
15 years.
Dude. And it's like, think about it though, from the struggles to here. Dude, like she was your writer, bro.
Dude, check this out, dude. So you want to hear a crazy life experience that I went through? Yeah. So again, obviously, I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out in 9th grade and I started working for my dad. And that shit got fucking real rough for me. So I went behind my dad's back and I got my concrete license at the age of 22. And I was making really good money. I met Tina, and dude, at that time I was making a lot of money, just fucking hustling jobs. And we bought a house. We had a couple of trucks.
Training or no?
No. I was a contractor at 22 years old. I was a contractor. Yeah.
All right.
So my dad was working for me. Jesse was working for me. I got really good with it, and I was killing at 22 years old, dude. I don't even want to say the amount of money I was making, but again, I was stupid. 22, 23, 24. We bought a house. We had a couple of trucks. We had a boat. I mean, dude, I would go party. I'd buy all my friends drinks. 2008 came. Fuck, I didn't save no money whatsoever, bro.
tanked.
You want to talk about Tina being like a straight ride or die? Huh? Hey, would it work if I were to put my Beats? Would that work? Because then I could charge my phone.
Yeah, you don't need it. What do you mean? Because your headphones is what's keeping you from charging your phone?
Yeah, because I can't charge my phone because it plugs in because I have this thing.
Yeah, you could use Beats. You could hell use.
Man, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Get my charger real quick.
Give me one second. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom while you get yourself set up. Give me one second.
Here, do you have my charger? My power charger? No. Oh yeah, do that. That's fine. Okay. Wait to make sure it's connected. I might have to log out real quick. Bam. Could you guys hear me? Let me see your phone. Could you guys hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Tina came in clutch. Oh, okay, cool then. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, there? So what were we talking about?
Dude, those are clean. Are those all black ones? Oh, they're all black. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I think you're connected to me.
No, I'm connected to me.
Can you hear me?
MJ, could you hear me?
I could hear you. But I
can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you.
Dude, hey,
try MJ.
Try doing this. Look.
Do I need to come back on?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Do that. All right. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna do what I have to do to keep Miguel on. That's just me. I'm gonna fucking not ready to let this go. So, but shout out to everyone in the comments here, man. I hope you guys are having a good night. Thanks for sticking with us. Khalil, what's up, Khalil? All right. I think Miguel's back. Shout out to Reggie, bro. Reggie, we're gonna talk about fucking Joe Exotic soon, okay? So stand by. Yep, can you hear me? Oh shit!
You can hear me?
Dude, it's hailing outside. I was like, "What's that noise?" Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait. Okay, give me one. I gotta shut my window. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that, like loud and clear.
It's hailing right now.
Are you serious?
Buzz, give me one second. I'm gonna shut my window. That's nuts. That is out of control. All right. Damn, that was wild.
Oh no,
we don't
like I was saying,
we don't get hail down here in San Diego. We rarely get hail down here in San Diego. All right, cool. So, Miguel's back.
Yeah, so real quick with the whole Tina thing. So we lost everything. We lost our trucks, we lost our boat, we lost our house. We had to move in with her grandma, and then we got kicked out of there. Yeah. We moved in with her uncle, and then I started, like I got a regular job, and it was crazy for like a couple of weeks, and then I started my own whole personal training thing afterwards. But yeah, she's been through it from like nothing to like where we're at now. I'm talking about like straight, dude. We were living in this way. The rent we had to pay out here in California was like $500 a month. So just think about where we were living at. It was rough.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, like, dude, I've never, since day one, I've never hated on anything that Miguel has either posted or accomplished. It's been nothing but motivation, because I just felt like this guy, like even before I knew like what your previous history was prior, like I didn't know if you happened were to be born with this money, or you were just fucking silver spoon boy. Like I didn't fucking.
Oh my god, I got a lot.
People thought that. I mean, people thought that a lot, but I kind of was like, nah, I feel like there's more to it. But it was very inspiring, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like I said, I don't know why. I don't think it happens too much now, but where it's just not as obvious. But some people, if some people don't see themselves accomplishing something that somebody else is doing, it turns into hate and jealousy, where it should turn into fucking something where you should figure out how to get there yourself, if that's something you want to do. You know what I mean? Everything I've seen Miguel do is something I want to do in my sometime. But that's why it thrives me. That's why I'm like, fuck, I live for it. Like it's some sort of motivation. It never turns into hatred, or some sort of jealousy. I feel like those are setbacks. Like it's okay to want things. Like, okay, like I said, I was jealous that you got to be around those gators and shit, right? Like, but like that's kind of like more like I can't wait till I get to that point where I could go fucking travel and fucking be myself in a position where it's an animal like so prehistoric that I want to be around, right?
Yeah.
But like, what do you think it is with people that can't get motivated off other people's success? Like, what do you think the holdback is? Like, you've worked in the fitness industry, so a lot of times you have to motivate people who don't believe in themselves, right? Like, that's just what comes with it.
Yeah, honestly, dude, it's insecurities and jealousy. It really is. I've never been jealous or insecure with myself about anything. Like when my friends do good, I'm just like, dude, that is so sick. Like, what do I have to do? And dude, when I was doing personal training thing, I had a clientele of like people that made a lot of money. I even met some young guys that I was training that I was like, dude, these guys are living good, man. And I would always want, how could I get that level,
Yeah, because I mean, dude, the fitness industry, like,
and the fitness industry is raw, dude. Because you're talking about face trainers here and there, like it's raw.
Yeah, it's no joke. It really is. It's cutthroat for sure. But if you're doing it right, you know what you're doing, and you have the right clients. Like all you need is a legit 5 dedicated clients. Like I'm talking about weekly. I mean, like a week. You know what I mean? And you could live off that. You know what I mean? But it's also how you. I mean, come on, bro. Think about it. I mean, Roger wasn't your only client. One big one.
Dude. Yeah. Another big client that I had that actually, after Roger had passed away, I mean, it was this lady, Garcia. She was the CEO of Universal. She actually ended up guiding me a lot towards the end. That's another big shout out to her. If it wasn't for her, I mean, she was mean, but if it wasn't for her, I mean, she kind of really, she's the one that always, started being like, doing right by the book, and, everything on payroll, going by, taxes and everything, and this lady was, dude, she was far up there, man. I'd say that my clientele was just, a lot of help me. I don't want to start dropping names, but I mean, it was a lot of famous, very well off people that I trained, and a lot of people hated me for that too.
I'm sure. Haters gonna hate, bro. What are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Oh, I know, dude. I get it still, man. Every time, man.
Hey, okay, let's be honest, bro. How much? I mean, as much as everyone, like, I'm not, I'm dead serious. I'm one person who's happy with your success with FaZe Clan and fucking the celebs that you're collabing with. But how much hate are you really getting with that happening? Like, let's be honest. Like, how many people, dude? What? Even though I feel like, look, all you're doing is bringing more people into the game, which have fucking money. Hello.
Yeah, people do. They're like saying, "Oh my God, you get just gonna kill them." Blah, blah, blah. I don't know shit about stuff. The funny thing is, man, there's people that've been in the reptile industry for like longer time that just treat their animals worse than the new person would. But it's like it's just these people that and people that make the industry worse. Like I've been doing this thing for 3 years now, and I would confidently say I've made a big impact in it, and I'm trying to still grow it more and more by by introducing more people. People like to call it the Hollywood life, whatever, but it's good for everyone. It's not just good for me.
Did you could be honest about this, but did Harrison embarrass himself at the FaZe Clan at all when he was around them?
Yeah, Harrison actually lost me that connection.
I thought so.
Yeah, Harrison's cool.
They're like, they changed the fucking code of the gate, and now I
can't. You know what's so crazy, dude? Before FaZe Clan bought their new house, those two mansions in Hollywood, dude, I had all the codes to get inside their houses. Like that's how much love and like they showed me on. I could have showed up whenever, with my family or whatever. Like we've all developed like such a with the kids, man. Dude, these kids are killing it, man.
That's so cool to be a part of that fucking wave, bro. Like, you gotta understand, Miguel. Like, I mean, you're a humble motherfucker, and I love you for that. But you are like starting so much fucking new shit for this hobby. It's ridiculous. Like, it's enough to where motherfuckers on Facebook love you. Facebook don't love nobody. You know what I mean? But for the most part, from what I've Facebook fucks with you, bro. Facebook, I've had a lot. Like, anytime I post something about you, they like it. I get more likes. Like, I'm saying, bro, like, you are impacting both sides, okay? And it's like it's almost fucking being in office, and you have Democrats and Republicans both loving the shit out of you, which just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it's the opposite, bro. But I think go ahead.
Actually, you bring that up because I like talking about the hate on it. Get a lot of people to hate that I've been doing these things with like the commercial side of it is what I call it. But like the big play, big heads, people that pull up the Ozark shows, there's NABC shows and all these things. They reach out to me and they always say, "Man, thank you, man, for doing this. You're making this." The people that matter are the people that are giving me like, that don't matter. I'm dogging me,
Yeah. But what's crazy is like no matter what you do, good or bad, there's somebody that's gonna be pissed at you for it. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like a lot of people shouldn't beat themselves up out there. I think a lot of people fucking want everyone to like them and love them, and that's like it's not practical.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So yeah, man, I think it's awesome. I mean, like I said, I fucking couldn't when I saw you with Kevin Gates. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then Ozzy Osbourne. I think I woke Lily up. I like fucking did something loud or some shit. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because Ozzy Osbourne is a legend. Like, dude, rock and roll is fucking everything to me. Like, music is my. I love music so much, guys. Like, I mean, if you understand one thing, it's music's my life. And Black.
Yeah, no, I know that for sure.
Dude, Black Sabbath, fucking like
cannabis.
Those got me through like my baseball football era, bro. Like I would be angry wanting to fucking kill somebody listening to Ozzy Osbourne. Like that's who that guy was to me. And here you are, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it was just fucking iconic. It was like I was so proud, bro. I was just like, you know what I mean? Even though you haven't, I think at that point you haven't texted me like a month, but I was still so
very straight calling me out.
Yeah. Speaking of call outs, we're getting a little interruption here.
Oh,
ooh, awkward.
Lily, come back.
She bounces.
Lily, come back. Lily, come back.
Come back.
Did she come back? Hi, Lily. It's crazy. Speaking of like all those the collabs I did. I did the thing with Offset. I did the thing with Kevin Gates and all these other people. But dude, it was nothing like compared to like nothing.
Oh, she slammed the door and shit.
Yeah.
See,
Ozzy was the man, dude.
Dude, Ozzy was the man. And the thing is, you're at his house. You went to his house, right? Is that right? Or whose house were you at?
Yeah. Yeah, it was his house.
And the granddaughter was Jack's daughter, right? His son Jack.
Yeah.
Sharon was there too, right?
Watching, they ran out of beer. Yeah, Sharon was freaking awesome, dude. The whole family was really nice. And I grew up watching the show. Remember the Osbournes? Yeah. That show was so epic, dude.
He looks a lot better now. He looks a lot better now than he was then. Like
bro.
He was a Walking Dead.
I swear, dude. Everyone's like, "Oh, I heard it's hard to talk." Dude, he's doing better now. Was back.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm pretty sure he changed something in his life, but dude, that guy fucking partied harder than probably anyone you could ever imagine, bro. This guy he snorted lines of ants. He was so high one time he snorted lines of ants, and I'm sure he's talked about it.
And piss.
Gross.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that guy is a
he's a legend.
He's a living legend.
Somehow living, but we're happy that he's still living. That's for damn sure, because it's fucking Ozzy.
Dude.
So
not the people could do the stuff that he went through, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you right now, like he's like whatever doctor, whatever the fucking herbal shit that he's on, it's helping him out. He's a lot better now, so that's good. So I mean, how surreal is it though, man? Like getting fucking gigs, like meeting Ozzy Osbourne, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates. Like, how does that feel? Like, is it just like more just like fucking bring it to the let's bring it on? Like, are you ready for more shit, or like you're not too intimidated by this, are you?
No, I'm really not. Like more of like the Kevin Gates stuff, the big stuff. I don't really get like nervous about it. It's more Like Ozzy Osbourne did really get me. That's the one I was like nervous about. But the other ones is kind of just like regular to me, really.
Right. What's next? Like as far as the collabs? I mean, obviously we're waiting, right? But
Well, right now, right, it's crazy, man. I had a couple of crazy collabs coming out, and it was just crazy, man. I got a weeks ago. I got something about to meet up with Dan Bilzerian, but it's like everything's pretty much on lockdown. I really can't do anything. I have a small collab tomorrow that I have to do with this kid named Shay Frost. A big kid. He has like 5 million subs, but that's all that I have for right now. Other than that, it's pretty much just staying at home.
There's also some athletes that you were selling some snakes to, right? I think.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. That was, man, Ben Simmons, the point guard for freaking the 76ers. Ball pipe, dude.
You went to his house too, right?
I went, yeah. So he has a house out here in LA, but his main house where he has the snakes at, they're out there in Philly.
So he bought snakes and just shipped them back home?
So he picked out a few snakes, and afterwards I shipped them out to his place. But once everything gets back to track, I'm gonna head out to his place and really help with some stuff. But a lot of the biggest influencer, the biggest person as far as numbers has to be Summer Rae, who has bought snakes for me.
Dude, what the fuck, dude? She's really about that. Like she's really buying snakes,
bro. And I got shitted on that for her. Like, dude, I couldn't tell how much these I don't know. I don't want to call them pet tubers because oh, you're gonna kill those things and blah blah blah. It's like, little did they know that this girl has like assistants up the ass, dude. Like, and not only that, but she loves animals. It's just because she has a big name out there. I mean, she has more followers than most celebrities do.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, she's
it's no fucking joke.
And she's awesome, man. She's a good person, just in general.
I think don't you think it's weird that you even have like think about celebrities that we used to love back in the day, right? Like there's some celebrities that you have more followers than, you know what I mean? Like, and it's depressing. Like, dude, what? Like, that's fucked up.
Dude, that's so funny that you bring that up. There's sometimes I look at these celebrities or these like artists that I used to like growing up, like in my junior high school, and I have like more followers, have more likes to their shit, and I'm just like, damn, I'm like up there. I'm kind of like where like the lower end in Sync and Backstreet Boys that we're at, like a famous guy in Sync, the guy Joey Fatone, that dude. Sorry, it's true that I was still googling it. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Sorry, dude, that's funny.
Are these snake sales from Summer Rae leading to other sales to like her homegirls and shit?
Yes, but think about it though. The sales that, like, for example, the stuff that Summer Rae got, they're a couple, $100, nothing too big. But yeah, we have a lot of snakes, more like under $1,000, because they don't understand the investment side of the ball pythons. They don't want to get nothing that's super crazy,
Yeah. So pet tubers, right?
Well, Summer Rae is getting up there though, because she is starting to realize like clowns, pies, and stuff like that. So she's like, but again, she's an animal. She's really big.
That's nuts, bro. Just to have a girl like Summer Rae at that caliber in her life with following, and she's like wanting to get into morphs, wanting to get like, think about that, okay? Because every time she posts a snake, which came from Miguel, it's gonna lead into more shit. People are gonna be like, yo, what is this? Where'd she get this snake from? But the thing about it, if this girl Summer Rae turns this into a business, like how big she's gonna fucking blow up right off the bat.
Huge. Like Eric Chambers. Fucking
Hey, Miguel, are you connected to your Wi-Fi or your fucking cell phone service? Because you're getting really glitchy.
Hold on.
Shane's complaining a lot. I got Shane and Shane's the only one complaining in the comments right now. If you have to log out and log back in, you could do that as well. But I just want to make sure Shane's okay and not, I know he's spending his time right now listening to this, just like everyone else. Thunder Magnum? What's up, Thunder Magnum? Oh, great. See, now, Shane, I asked Miguel to fucking do something, and now it's all glitched out. So, Miguel, you got to log back in. Log out, log back in. This is shit you have to deal with live streams. This is probably why Forrest hated live streams on YouTube. But we're hanging tough. 2 hours deep. We're doing all right. Tell Miguel. Oh, wait. That's crazy. Maybe he used a different phone. Oh, wait. Here we go. He's coming. Hot potato. Thanks for sticking with us. Look. Uh-oh.
Dude, is it better now?
Way better.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Sorry.
You okay, Shane? You doing better, Shane? All right.
Glitching again. But yeah.
Good.
You're kind of stuck.
There's like I was watching you, but there's like a 2-3 second lag.
Yeah, no, there's a little lag. There is. You know, it's raining like crazy right now. It's kind of like things I do Wi-Fi, but I got off it.
Okay, I'm glad you're back. All right, so Summer Rae, fucking probably one of your best customers, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, for sure. She's the biggest one for sure.
So, are you discussing breeding plans with Summer Rae? I mean, has that even came into a conversation with you guys yet? Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, she wants to breed for sure.
And
she's growing up a lot of stuff.
What direction are we going with that? What is she thinking?
She pieds. She loves pieds.
She'll pieds. You said pieds, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Will Maros the other day, shout to Will Maros. He posted a story saying the most overrated morph, meaning morph that just doesn't have potential anymore, is a pied.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. Yeah, I'm a big clown guy though, man. I love clowns. Clowns to me are just like the best snake in the world. And DG, Desert Guy.
So if you were to pick your 2 top genetics, right? Like, let's just say a guy came down, he said, go, Miguel, fuck that. You can't do everything you want to do. You need to pick 3 morphs. What would those 3 morphs be?
3?
You could do 4. Whatever. Like, let's not go more.
3.
Let's do 3. Yeah, let's do
3. The first one's gonna be clowns for sure.
Clown.
Second be Desert Ghost. And third would be probably Sunsets.
And then 3 is Sunsets. How come I feel like Sunsets kind of like chilled out for a while?
It is. It's very chilled out. But the stuff that's about to come up in the next couple of years will be insane.
You seem kind of like excited about that. Like there's a little creepy vibe to your smile right
now. I don't know. A lot of cool stuff that no one does in the sunset world. So I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited for it too, because I seen what the fuck Matt Byron's done with it. His fucking damn long shot. Has anybody, is the story out there with Matt Byron and his sunset clown that he hit, right? Or is that what he...
Dude, off of a moldy egg.
It was off 1 egg. Just 1 egg.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 egg that he was about to throw away. Somebody told him not to throw it away. I forgot who it was, but somebody told...
Right?
Huh?
I forgot who it was too.
I thought it was David, no?
Was it Levine?
I thought so. But either way, there was 1 egg. Somebody told Matt not to throw that egg away. So he was like, fuck it. And it was a moldy ass egg. Disgusting. Looked pretty depressing. Not gonna lie. But he saved the egg. He put the egg in the incubator. And then what was the pairing? Do you recall the pairing?
It was they were just double head to double head. It was double head sunset clown to double head sunset clown. And had like 5 eggs or 6 eggs, and like 4 of them went bad, and then the other one ended up going really, really bad towards the end. And then that one that was stayed moldy, and out of that 1 egg, you hit sunset clown.
So the 1 egg, and the chances of that, it's a
oh my gosh.
Like, you gotta understand.
Do the math on that. That's insane.
That's like hitting double green on fucking roulette, dude. It's like, or double zero on roulette. It's nuts.
Oh,
The
man,
one,
don't even talk about roulette.
So he fucking smoked that. Was able to. I mean, that's the world's first, obviously, right? Yeah.
You broke up a little bit towards the end. I'm sorry.
That's the world. That was the world's first, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. I wanted to buy that thing, but then he ended up backing out from it. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah. Is it a female or a male?
It's a male.
No. Damn, that's crazy. That's savage. So Sunset, right? Sunset's one of your top three. Do you have any Sunset stuff going this year?
What's up?
Do you have any Sunset stuff going this year?
Yeah, I have some visual Sunset stuff, and then I have the double head Sunset albinos that I'm hopefully the goes, and if hopefully we can make that red on. If that happens, that'll be sick, man.
And then what's up with the GHI stuff, bro?
Oh, I love it. So I'm trying to make a GHI Mandarin hypo this season.
A GHI Mandarin hypo.
Hypo, yeah. That's gonna be sick, dude. I have a lot of GHI stuff, a lot of GHI combo clowns. I have a Cypress Fire clown breed into a GHI clown, and then I have a GHI Pied stuff.
Dude, I feel like you brought so much fucking fire to the Cypress game. I'm not gonna lie. When you first started bringing around Cypress stuff, like, you know, this is before you were breeding it. I was like, what's the big fucking deal? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think what the fuck's the big deal about a Cypress? And then what you were doing with it, and then, you know, obviously seeing others doing what you were doing with it, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking sick. I was with it.
I just made Cypress sunsets, man.
You what?
And one of them, I just made 2 Cypress head sunsets. So that one male that I have, for sure, hopefully next season, because I have a couple of sunsets growing up, I'll get like some Cypress, yellow belly, or Cypress banana sunsets. I mean, there's so much, dude. The sunset's going to be so insane. Like, I mean, it's going to be massive insane.
Okay, let's talk about like the fucking one-off morphs out there. Like, okay, there's so many different types of morphs that aren't really common, but they're out there. Like, okay, like what fucking Little Harrison has, what the pyro gene, right? So there's pyro.
Yeah.
And then there's other genes out there too that are kind of like the pyro, right? Like, can you give me another example of something that's like it's out there, but it's not like
what's the other one? The odium gene.
The ODM.
Right. What's it called on Kevin? Odium? Is that what's called? The Kevin Cleric's odium?
I don't fucking know. No fucking clue.
Yeah, it's odium. Yeah, I want to say it's the odium. That's another one. I mean, there's so much gene that people are. There's one that, if you want to talk about one that caught my eye, was that Tinley of 2019? No. There's a March. My gosh, what was it called, man? It wasn't compatible with Hypo or an Orange Ghost or any of that. Oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Hold on. Oh my God. If Nick was on here, he'd know. He's the one that took me to it. It was amazing, dude. If Nick's on
what is it,
here,
Nick? Hold on.
I think it's
what is it, Nick?
Oh my gosh, man.
You think it's called what?
I think it's called like the Shiver or the Shive. Dude, I don't know what it was, but that's one. Something like that. That's insane, man. Like, it's insane. What the hell?
I can't. Okay, can I ask you a question, dude?
Yeah.
At what point can you develop a genetic and name it what the fuck you want to name it?
Oh, right now I could do that.
Really?
It's fine. I don't know. No, I mean, I think I could. I just don't want to. Honestly, like I was talking about that because I had siblings that look totally different, man. I just don't want to be that guy, man. I honestly just want to continue to do what I'm doing with the stuff that's already there and just try to make some really cool out of it. But people do, they'll like have something that has something that's just a little bit off, and they'll just name it, whatever they want. But unless I had something that's completely dramatically different, then no.
If you were to pick one snake and name it on Hood, what snake would that be?
Gosh, on Hood, Indigo's fucking gangster, dude. Like the most gangster snake in the world. On Hood.
No, we're talking about ball python morphs, though. We're talking about ball python morphs.
Oh, the Mandarin Calico Hypo. Because on Hood, that thing is fire, bro.
Now, Mandarin, you've been
like
fucking with Mandarin. You've been messing with Mandarin for a while now. You're Mandarin fucking. You stick to Mandarin, bro. You fuck with Mandarin, right?
This season, I should have combo Mandarin Pies, combo Mandarin Clowns.
And okay, has Mandarin and Clown come together yet? Has it been made?
Vivid Pythons made it, and they can't. Dude, it's freaking sick, man. Sick.
Where are they
this
at?
season, I'm gonna have. It is where they're from. I want to say Florida or something. I'm not too sure where they're located at. But this season, man, like in a couple of months, I will for sure have Cypress, Pies, Cypress. I mean, just a lot of different stuff. If the odds are on my side, which all the females that I put into, they should be.
Now, I notice you've given people tips, right, as far as like the spray down technique before introducing a male to a female, right? Getting it nice and wet.
Yeah.
Which I'll tell you right now, I fucking already figured that out before you gave that tip, just so you know. No, but seriously. But do you have any males that are just fucking, they're like, they don't need no spraying, they straight to the fucking point. You put them in there, just like.
Yeah, most of my males, but I'm so OCD since I started doing that in the beginning. I'll just always do that. Even if it works or if it doesn't. Honestly, it's just something that's already engraved in my head that I do it. I just have to do it from now on.
Yeah, it's just part of the routine. I get it. I feel you on that.
Yeah, it is what it is, I mean, honestly, I just have to do it.
How, like, okay, so this is the 28. Okay, so what? Okay, this is technically your third year going into breeding. Have you noticed that, right? Third year going into breeding. This is your third year going into breeding, right?
Legit breeding, yeah.
Okay, so your females that you've been breeding, how many are you noticing that aren't breeding every year?
As far as females and males, or just
just females that don't go for you, right? So let's say you have a female that goes for you. How many of those females are getting skipped on a year, or just don't lay for you?
Honestly, so far, I would say about 80 have been going that I've held back from the first season.
Say that again. You glitched out. What? One more time.
80% of my females have been going every year since I had the previous year.
80%. Okay. And
yeah.
when you're
because there's some females that just skipped it.
Right, and it's common. But like, let's say how many
I couldn't hear you.
No, it's common, right? That's common.
Yeah, 100%. You're like breaking up big time though.
It's unfortunately my essay. It's your Wi-Fi.
It's probably me. No. For sure, it's probably me. For sure, it is. It's because I have everything hooked up right now just to get this thing going.
Oh, thanks, appreciate it.
Huh?
I said thanks. Appreciate it.
No. I really am trying. No.
Let me ask you this. Hey, okay, how about this? How much charge do you have on your phone at this point? Because we could go back to 7%. The headphones. Okay, never mind.
7%. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think we're going to do a round 2.
We'll be fine. All right. Listen. Let's finish up with some cool ass fucking round of questions. As far as who are the people right now in the game that you look up to?
Can I put my headset back on my other one so we can finish off with that? Because this is killing me.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I'll be right back.
Appreciate you guys writing this out. I don't get, you get a lot of time in getting this together. So, it's just take it. So, but it's been like, a good aspect of the knowledge that we can do with no idea. It's awesome, man. We appreciate that we have to share with you. Nick, Reptile, Keith Morph. Emily, that's my girl right there. What's good, Emily? Shane, thank you, Shane. Even though I feel like, you know, Carrie or Mario, who's muffled? I'm not muffled. Don't say I'm muffled. Zero boys, I'm muffled. I'm from the car. Making me get back up. Okay, my audio's bad. So, hey, wait. Everyone's saying my audio's bad. All right, 1 second. Am I still muffled? You sound like fuck. Are you kidding me? All right, let's take Miguel. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sit tight. I look good. Thank you. Do I still sound like shit? How about that? Do I still sound like crap? Because I logged out better. So that's good. I'm glad that's better. Let's hope that Miguel comes back. If not, fuck, we got 2 hours in. Can't get too pissed off at 2 hours. Oh, Miguel's back. Here he is.
All right, let's finish this off. This was so hard to do.
Dude, no, my sound was shit too. So when you went out, my
hell.
Out. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Thanks a lot, StreamYard. Fuck.
Right.
All right. So okay, the last thing I asked you right now was who are some people in the game right now that are inspirations to you right now? Like people that you're like, and it could be anything as far as collaborations or just breeding wise, project wise, but who are the ones right now that you're like, fuck, like, dude,
honestly, here's a few of them. Justin one, always, just because he's, he just always does a lot of things different. He's just, kind of like the pinnacle of like ball python breeding and stuff. Brian Barczyk, just because, he always, just motivates me as far as like the YouTube game and stuff like that. What's it called? Royal Canadian Reptiles, Willis, man, because a lot of people don't know the stuff that he has, like on the outskirts of ball pythons. Like the reason why people always give him crap that he doesn't sell stuff. Like, dude, Will has a plan that's gonna just be disgusting when he hits it, man.
And he knows.
Like, he's just like a silent horse. And then it's so he, honestly, Will motivates me a lot in that way. We talk a lot about it because, like I said, it's like people, if they only knew what's to come in the next couple of seasons, he's gonna be on a whole different level on stuff. And Harry motivates me just in life, just because he's always happy and little.
He's so little and happy. He can't go on any rides at Six Flags. He's so happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, Harry's is honestly, man. Harry's good company. But everyone you mentioned, you nailed it. I feel like Will is probably one of the biggest unsung heroes right now, and I feel like he's not even tripping because he knows.
Dude, that's the thing. He's not tripping. He doesn't care because he knows he's gonna come like. It's like a car that's getting it's getting built and built. Everyone's going like 80 miles per hour. Once it's just fully built, it's going to go like at 120 miles per hour. You know what I mean? It's like he knows what he's coming with.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is even fucking Ozzy was giving this full props, like on a respectable level. Like he was talking about, like, if I could fucking get snakes from anybody, it's from Will. And
yeah,
like, damn, that's a heavy.
If he sells it, to do it.
Yeah, and what was cool is about Will coming down and to Brian's place was he had his
accent.
His accent. Yeah, it's funny, his accent, bro. Fucking even Khalil has those accents. They're funny, bro. It's no, but okay. Well, Will's dad was there, bro. I got to meet
Dude,
Will's
I've
dad.
been wanting to meet his dad, man. I heard his dad's a really, really nice guy.
Yeah, on Hood.
Yeah, on Hood for sure.
On
On
Hood.
Hood.
On
Yeah.
Hood. All right, so real quick, Miguel. So, your breeding's going as accordingly. We're hoping everything works out. And then obviously we have fucking your collabs that are all lined up. But other than that, right? What's with the exotic animals and stuff like that? Are you eventually wanting to turn that shit into a reptarium? Like, are you wanting to go there?
That's the next step. The reptarium is 100% the next step. The way I want it, it's gonna take a little bit, and I am gonna kind of like preset everything up. I mean, Tia and I were just talking about we're gonna get another house just to get a couple things going and stuff. But that is our next step, is a reptarium. Like, we don't know if we're gonna do it privately, or I was talking to Brian Barczyk, and I might just go all in and just do something like he's doing.
Right. And then,
but then again, it's like out here in out here in California, though. I mean, just to have a place like Brian's, you're talking about a lot of freaking money, man.
A lot of restrictions, a lot of fucking other stuff. It's not easy in California for anything. That's for sure.
But 100%, that's where we're going. Like, that's the next step. Out of everything that's going on, besides the pairings, the collab, YouTube, this social media in general, having the reptariums are our next step.
What do you have to say to Jared Smith? Jared just popped up in the comments out of fucking nowhere, and we're wrapping.
Jared, I just hope Jared, hopefully, gets his panties out of the bunch, and he just takes the bullshitting like a man, and just stops being so sensitive about it. That's pretty much it.
Stop being.
I love Jared though. Jared's, yeah, basically. And Jared, by the way, you messed up. If MJ was trying to back you up on something and you completely ignored it, bro, you just jacked up big time.
On Harrison too, like Harrison was going in. Harrison was full fucking little mini fucking Frenchie, like little just going in. And I was like, yo, I was trying to like stop. I was trying to like back up, and I don't know. He was acting like who are you? Like I don't know what he did. He acted really fucking sideways.
Wow, he gave you one of those. We did one of those. Who are you?
I was on Facebook though, but then on Instagram, he's my homie on Instagram. So I get really confused. So listen,
okay, yeah. No, Facebook's hard, man. Facebook's a whole different,
It's hit or miss, and look, Jared he gets confused. But okay, real quick, Miko. Listen. I don't know how many people listen to this. Last time I checked on Buzzsprout, it was about 1,000 or so. But you have a lot of fucking fans out there, man. A lot of people out there rooting for you. A lot of people who look up to you. What's your message to them, man? If you have something to say to your fans right now, what is it that you to say to all of them?
Okay.
Great. Like, the most important thing I want him to say, he fucking glitches. And I started paying for StreamYard too. This is kind of what's fucking pissing me off right now. I have Forrest laughing at me right now saying, why do you use YouTube? Ha ha ha. I don't know what the fuck to do. Forrest, you need to stop laughing at me right now. This ain't funny. Fucker. Listen. At the end of the day, I'm sure Miguel is really happy that you guys all fuck with him. Dude, listen, this is why I need sponsors. I want to get to a professional scale in my life with this. This is freaking bullshit. I got a lot of fucking good people I bring on here. I don't have time for this shit. We have stuff we want to hear, right? So now I have to fucking probably look into a different platform other than StreamYard.com. Because as soon as I start paying these motherfuckers, shit's going sideways. Thursday night, I'm still stoked. Hey, listen, okay, whatever. If he doesn't hop back on, I don't care. I had a good time with Miguel. That's my motherfucking boy. It's a lot of you guys' boys, man. His battery probably did die. Who fucking knows? Anyways, Miguel Garcia. Man, I don't think there's anybody out there right now who could inspire the way he is, I mean, there's people out there, but the way he's impacting people who aren't even snake people, like who aren't even reptile people. So just think about that, okay? Like, that's fucking legacy shit. And I'm super stoked to call him my friend. I'm super stoked to have him on the show, even though it ended fucking retarded. It is what it is. But shout out to everyone in the comments, man. I appreciate you guys. This is something pretty awesome. I'm gonna keep this going. Dude, my lineup for guests that I'm bringing on is legit as fuck. Okay, Not only right here, but on the Unfiltered Reptiles podcast. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a little insight on what's going on tomorrow night from the Unfiltered Reptiles podcast. Okay. This girl, first girl we're ever interviewing, ever, the first lady that we're interviewing tomorrow night on the Unfiltered Reptiles podcast is Janet Lee. Okay. Janet Lee. Look her up on Facebook. Okay. Janet Lee. She does not have Instagram. This girl is going to be an official vet doctor in May, like, you know, going through all her certs and shit like that. Due to coronavirus, she's having issues, which is fucked up. But by May, she's going to be a vet doctor. Dude, the animals this girl keeps is fucking nuts. Croc monitors, bolins, bisons. Like, dude, everything I want to keep someday, this lady keeps. And she is very, very talented at what she does. Very insightful, very knowledgeable. And I got her plugged up, man. She's plugged up for tomorrow night. So I was going to tease that for you guys and let you guys know tonight. But I just dropped it. Fuck it. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. Janet Lee. Okay. Look her up on Facebook. For you who have Facebook, make sure you look her up. And I'm pretty fucking stoked. Okay. And then next week we have another MJ Trap Talk with MJ with, I'm not going to say the name, but we have another big guest next week. It's just not going to stop. It ain't going to fucking stop. So, yo, if you guys got any sponsors out there, anybody wants to sponsor the show, that way we don't have to go through glitches like this, embarrassments. I'm not embarrassed. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. But it'd be cool to get some sponsors, yo. You know, hit me up. Let me know. I'm loving what I'm doing. I want to keep bringing stuff to the table. You know what I mean? I'm talking to people on a day-to-day basis, building relationships, getting people who normally don't want to show their face or don't even want to give out information is what I'm trying to plug up. So it is what it is. I'm going to do it up. Miguel just texted me saying, dude, tell them we are going to do a second round of this. My phone just died. Big SA just called me. Let's see if we get him back on the phone real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Hello.
All right, we got you on the phone. I'm still live right now, but I want you to cap this night off and telling your viewers, telling your followers. Okay, if you have any message for them, what is your message?
Okay, definitely. What I want to do first, I want to say sorry for my phone, dying. But if you're in the reptile industry right now, man, and you are trying to, get this collection growing and just your business growing, man, is any negative thing that you hear right now about there being no money or there being no ups, high rise in this industry, it's honestly, that's all BS, because there's a lot of room to grow and there's a lot of good things happening in this industry, and it's honestly one of the highest rises right now as far as putting in any investment in this industry right now. So just keep doing what you're doing. Throw that social media out, YouTube, Instagram, just blast the hell out of it and just try to do something a little bit different, man. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of room to grow in this.
100%. Big SA, we love you, man. You're the fucking man, bro. Have a good night. Be safe, okay? Well, closure for part one. That's all I needed. Something. Because I'll tell you what, man. At the end of the day, Miguel fucks with the fans. He fucks with his followers. 100%. And I know this because guess what? He fucked with me when I was, I'm still nobody. Like I'm not definitely nobody on his level, but this dude gave me the time of day, and that fucking motivated me. That thrived. That made me feel, I felt some sort of worth. Right? What do people want? They want to feel some sort of worth. They want to feel fucking worth something. And all you motherfuckers out there putting out content, posting shit daily, dude, that's fucking worth something, man. Like that's fucking worth it, man. That's just keep doing it. Just keep grinding. Even if you don't have a relationship with Miguel or somebody fucking big, it doesn't matter. That shit's gonna come. It's gonna come. I promise you, it's gonna come. It's really up to your passion, your determination, and where you want to go with things. So, that being said, guys, this was a good night. We heard what Miguel had to say. There's definitely gonna be a round two. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna do what I have to do to fucking make it out the shows. I want to have fun with what I got to experience the small time in Detroit with the crew. Miguel's crew was fucking amazing. I want to meet Jared someday, give him a big hug, let him know that, listen, I'm fat too. I love you, man. It's okay. It's good. There's there's hope for us big people out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh fuck, I love you guys. It's been a good time. 6 beers deep. I'm gonna finish this one on my own. Before I let you guys go, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, MJ Exotics Cartel, Snake Trap Sessions. Tune in for next week. Tune in for tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow night. I'm telling you right now, Janet Lee, look her up. Okay, I'm gonna be blowing up shit on fucking Instagram tomorrow. It's going down. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to all my real ones out there, all my silent haters. Shout out to you guys too. Thank you for at least listening, because I know you guys learned something from this. That's for damn sure. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yada, whoa.